I don't care anymore. Because, again, I'm at least trying, and they're not. So the power is in the person who's trying, regardless of the success. If you're trying, you've got all the power. You're driving the agenda. You're doing all this stuff. Like, I just introduced Green New Deal 2 weeks ago, and it's creating all of this conversation. Why? Because no one else has even tried. So people are like, oh, it's unrealistic. Oh, it's vague. Oh, it doesn't address this little minute thing. And I'm like, you try. You do it.
Right.
Because you're not. So until you do it, I'm the boss.
You just can't abuse it. Freedom, get moving. Never gonna stop till everybody moving on. Love for one another. Call it some friend and call it some brother.
Want to get it off your chest? Call the Dave Weinbaum Show. Except for ourselves, we don't suffer fools here. Want politics and fun sprinkled with a lot of laughs? You're in the right place. Heard in 50 states and 98 countries, now in its 11th year. The Dave Weinbaum Show is on the air. You know, I have often said ideas are king, their sources commoners. I never said anything about these commoners being delusional, uneducated dictator wannabes. We can't ignore the cultural, financial, governmental, humanity, lives lost, wars that these kinds of quote-unquote bosses have cost us, from Stalin, Hitler, Mao, to Castro, and now our latest example, Maduro's in Venezuela. All bosses who allowed no real representation from their people. This is socialism, and it has cost the world 100 million lives within just the last 100 years. And it's happening again right now in Venezuela. And Bernie and Cortez have yet to explain these human disasters. This brilliance of the founders of our country, our constitutional republic, and its balance of power, we should not self-inflict ourselves to convert to socialism. I don't see caravans of Americans trying to get into Mexico, El Salvador, Syria, Guatemala, or Canada. I don't see any boats to Cuba trying to get in, as we see in reverse. However flawed we are the epitome of good governance throughout the world. Everybody wants to come here. We can't afford to lose that to the ignorant cruelness of a renegade communist government who all they want is the power to do whatever they want to do on top, while we suffer Venezuelan-like on the bottom. Hi there, welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. We got a lot of action right now here in the studios with Lisa running around and Stan answering phones. So that's good, I think. Hi, Lisa. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning.
Man alive, what's going on? It's like a whirlwind right around me while I'm trying to do my monologue. Man, was this a test or something? Hi there. And we have our first caller, by the way, and we're doing hats again, and Stan's got his Make America Great Again hat on. Thank you, Stan.
I sure do. Thank you.
And we have our first caller. I don't know who this is, JJ, but what's your name and where are you calling from? Okay, that's got to be JJ. Hi there. Welcome to the show, JJ. I don't know who this is, but what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Well, this is JJ from Rolla, and I think your honest-to-goodness first caller hung up on us, so I don't know what's going on with that.
Was that you?
No, I'm the second caller.
Okay.
Well, that was the other person that was trying to get a hold of Steve.
Did you find out who it was and beat him up or something? He took your spot.
Whoever that was has probably been kidnapped by liberals and is hidden out someplace around Newburgh. I don't know exactly what, but...
what can I do for you today, my friend?
I have a word or two about CNN, the Communist News Network. CNN had an article, an analyst by a fellow named Anderson, that said that Trump's visit to Vietnam, to Hanoi, was a Hail Mary, and lambasted that trip as some a last-ditch effort by a desperate president. And I had a bunch of points about that, so I emailed this clown. His name's Anderson. And
is it Anderson Cooper?
Said, you know that? No. His last name's Anderson. He's an analyst for CNN.
Yeah.
I don't know the man personally, but so I sent a bunch of bullet points to this clown and said, here's where you got it wrong.
Yeah.
Now, I've not heard back from him, but I'm going to list briefly where he got it wrong. Number one, this wasn't a Hail Mary. This was something that had been planned for quite a while. And Donald Trump did what a good negotiator will do, and that is when things go bad, you walk away. There will be other opportunities. This fellow was saying, oh, this is a desperate president. He needs to get the nation's eyes off the Cohen testimony. Well, the fact is, this thing was scheduled long before the Democrat-controlled Congress ever decided to talk with Cohen. So the guy's got his facts wrong and he's got his timeline wrong. But after all, this is CNN. They get most of it wrong. Anyway, if you happen to read an article by this clown's named Anderson on CNN, it's worth going and taking a look. I doubt that he'll ever publish my bullet points because I called him out to be the slime that he is.
Well, he must not have gotten the Democratic talking points because they're all praising Trump for not signing the deal, for not doing something reckless.
Well, I'm glad he did.
From Pelosi to Schumer.
It was a bad deal.
Right. You even got, Van Johnson is also on CNN, right? He's the communist.
I'm not on CNN.
Yeah, on CNN. He's the communist, the local communist on CNN, black fellow. Where did he appear yesterday? At Conservative Political Action Committee, right next to the guy who runs the thing, Matt Schaap, I think his name is. And he was giving all sorts of kudos to what? Conservatives and Donald J. Trump yesterday. It's incredible. 2 days after after Cohen was on the air, and that's another thing. That's not a coincidence that Cohen is testifying on the same day the president is trying to get this nuke deal with Kim Jong-un in Vietnam. That's not a coincidence. That was intentional.
Of course it was intentional. And speaking of CPAC, and number one, I'm surprised you're not there. And number two, I'm really surprised you're not the keynote speaker. They need some conservative.
Well, I've been to 3 or 4 of them, and it's just tough. I got a show to do, but as good or better than that, I've got 2 people there right now. One of whom is going to call live back to the show for sure. The other one maybe a little tenuous because she's got an event today in D.C. Which is a March for Men. That's Deanna Lorraine. But Laura Loomer is going to call the show live from CPAC around 11 o'clock with a live report.
I can hardly wait for that.
So that's even better than me being there.
Listening to it.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, I don't know. I just thought you'd be there.
I'll be in D.C. in about in a month, won't we? We're going to be in D.C. for another meeting in a month. So I'll give them hell then.
Well, I
How's
think
that?
you should.
I did it the last time I was in D.C., but go ahead.
My last point just evaporated out of my somewhat empty skull, so I guess I'm done.
You know, I've got to remind you, you're 250 years old, you got a great memory, but put the tin hat on. The tinfoil hat on, because that sort of keeps it in.
All my friends laugh at me when I wear that thing.
Well, you don't have to walk around town with it. That's not necessary.
I'll have to be a closet.
Hey, by the way, speaking of socialism, I want you to boot up Clem and Cletus, because I want to get you in on what Clem and Cletus had to say about the Ocasio New Green Deal thing. You got it, Stan?
Oh, I'd love to hear it.
All right, hit it.
I'm here in the streets of Rolla, and I'm with Cletus and Clem, and I want to know what they think about the Green New Deal. What do you think about it, fellas?
Well, I like the idea myself. I heard all about it a little bit. Well, I just think green's good. Anything green is good.
Yeah, but I don't know about that green stuff. They kind of might mess up your head sometimes.
Your pickup is green. What are you talking about?
Well, because I like my green pickup. That's what I'm talking about.
All right.
So you're okay with no cars, no pickup trucks, no planes, no fossil fuel, no jobs, tearing down every structure and rebuilding them. Then the elimination of all meat, including pork and prime rib. I was just amazed how fast these guys move, and I think they're in their cars now. They're trying to get away, but they must have forgotten to put gas in the cars. Wait, don't know. They're the cars. I can hear them. They're just peeling rubber right now. I mean, this is incredible. What's wrong with you guys? All right, that's enough of them. They're on their way out of town. They're scared They are scared to death. JJ,
you need to put that. You need to put that in with the crickets and the Sicilian moment. That's a pretty good clip.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I did remember my absolute last thought.
Oh, see, I figured that would spur you on. Go ahead.
The abortion debacle. I'm a Christian, and I believe that life starts at conception.
Yeah.
And the fact that we have laws in this country that allow the wanton murder of babies, it struck me the other day that, how wrong this is, but I wonder, when is God going to say, enough of this? Enough.
Right. I think God's waiting for us to say it and do something about it. That's what I think.
I'll be happy to help with that.
That's great. And by the way, we have
Dave, God bless you. Great
Pregnancy
show.
Resource Center dinner on the 28th, JJ. Why don't you sign up for it? Sit at my table. I think I still got room.
Pregnancy Resource, huh?
Yeah, Pregnancy Resource Center. I'm the vice president of that. Do you believe that? Somebody elected me vice president.
I'll go practice some of that.
Okay, well, look it up. PRC, Pregnancy Resource Center of Raleigh. All right?
God bless you.
God bless you, JJ. I appreciate it. What a great guy. All right? And by the way, we're giving away the MAGA hat, which he doesn't need, I guess, because he's got all these MAGA hats at home. And I guess he's got it right next to his tinfoil hat. Anyways, if you want to call the show and be a star like JJ, call 573-364-4433 to get it off your chest. And I just want to tell you what's coming up on the show. First of all, we're going to have, speaking of abortion, we have the survivor of a live abortion. All right, the survivor of an abortion. It's hard to believe, right? Melissa Oden is going to be here. She's going to be on along with Ainsley Earhart in for about 3 minutes. And we've got Rabbi Moshe calling all the way from Efrat, Israel. We've got Dr. Amy Cooper Hakim calling from Boca, and her husband Elad calling from Boca. And we have Laura Loomer is going to call live from CPAC in Maryland, and Deanna Maybe. She's got this men's march today, and I think she might be overwhelmed. But I've got to call into her, and we'll see what we can do. So stay tuned. We got an amazing show. Again, call 573-364-4433 to get it off your chest.
When it comes to making travel plans, Trips and More Travel Agency of Rolla has skilled agents to help you plan that perfect getaway. With over 27 years of combined experience, the agents are dedicated to providing you the highest quality of customer service, specializing in custom travel, family vacation, and destination weddings. Trips and More can make your vacation unique and fun. Stop in today at 116 West 8th Street in Rolla or call 341-3300. That's 341-3300.
Welcome to the greatest rock and roll show on earth. Tonight's feature is Melrose Asphalt and Quarry, featuring their greatest hits, guaranteed low prices, guaranteed work, and their #1 hit, locally owned and operated. So call and get your tickets to the greatest rock and roll show on earth. Melrose Asphalt and Quarry, 364-9101. That's 364-9101. Melrose Asphalt is a local business and not an actual rock band.
Hi, this is Sarah Weinbaum, massage therapist at Lavish Day Spa, formerly known as Terra Day Spa. Come visit me at our all-new location on North Bishop next to Steak and Shake. Come take your stress and worries away with our full-service salon and day spa, featuring discounts on Dermalogica and other skincare items offered with a purchase of a facial. New location, same number, 364-0905. Come sail away at Lavish Day Spa in Rolla.
Come see the professionals at Brown Vet Clinic of Rolla, where they promise to place your pet's health and wellness above all considerations. They communicate openly with you about the individual preventative needs of your pet and help protect them from common infectious and contagious diseases while using the best available methods, no matter how big or small the animal. The staff is there to help you 24/7 and will get you an appointment as quickly as possible. Give Brown Vet Clinic a call today for all your animal needs. 364-1919.
McDonald's presents the new Big Mac Bacon. But is the Big Mac lucky to have bacon, or is bacon lucky to land on the Big Mac?
The Big Mac is lucky. Applewood smoked bacon makes everything taste better. The Big Mac, Brussels sprouts, dry toast.
No. Bacon's lucky to be on the iconic Big Mac. It's fortunate to dip its toe in that delicious special sauce.
There you have it. Get McDonald's Big Mac with bacon, fresh beef quarter pounder with bacon and cheesy bacon fries. Is it the best thing to happen to our classics or to bacon? Try for yourself and decide.
Only for a limited time at participating McDonald's. Fresh beef available at most restaurants in contiguous U.S. Not available in Alaska, Hawaii, and U.S. territories.
Sydney's in Rolla reminds you to stop by and join in on the St. Pat's celebration, where they have the official St. Pat's beer on tap. For the best food and spirits, Sydney's is the best place to kick off the St. Pat's celebration. And Sydney's is making history by being the first to have the official St. Pat's beer on tap. So don't miss out on the fun. Sydney's also offers great lunches and dinners. See more on their Facebook page. Look, like, and share. Open Tuesday through Saturday from 11 to 1:30. Sydney, 707 North Pine, downtown Rolla. Join them for St. Pat's.
Follow me at DaveWeinbaum.net, at The Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, and streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
She's the boss. So how did this happen? Well, for the last 2 years, Democrats have been very distracted. They have spent all of their time hating Donald Trump, and none of their time thinking about what they would do if they ever took charge, as he just did of the Congress last November. So they arrive in Washington in January, and they have no idea what to do. Lucky for them, someone had a plan. She was a 29-year-old bartender from the Bronx, and she showed up with a brand new Democratic platform already written. She imposed it on her party. It's called the Green New Deal. And in less than 2 months, she has basically convinced the entire leadership of the Democratic Party to buy into this plan, to ratify it. It's a perfect plan. It would shut down the entire American economy except for the hedge funds that fund Democratic campaigns.
And you got to love this. I mean, this could be the best thing that ever happened to the Republicans, because all these old Democrats are fawning over her. Well, they were fawning over her. I'm not so sure lately, because now she thinks she's more powerful than Nancy Pelosi. She's actually threatening her fellow congressmen, some of them who have been there for like 20 or 30 years, on how they compose themselves. She's threatening them. Well, that's the job of Nancy Pelosi, and usually that's done, in private, don't you think? Mm-hmm. I mean, my goodness, this gal is now destroying herself with the Democrats, but she's got such a big following. They're all afraid to say anything to her. Like, shut the hell up, you dumb so-and-so. Learn something and then talk. Be here for a while, then you can boss us around, maybe. Come on. Hi there, welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Chris.
Hi, Chris.
From Salem.
Hi, Chris from Salem. What's up?
How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Can you explain to me how Trump's lawyer can sit at a investigation and label him as a crook and a dirty deed doer? He covered up for Trump, and I saw on the article that he's how many times? 50, 100, 2, 3, 500. How is this attorney able to spill everything out and say stuff like that is defamation of character and et cetera, et cetera? How can this happen?
How would you like to have him for your lawyer? Jeez. Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. I'm talking to a lawyer later in the show, Elad Hakim, and we talk about this. And the first thing I asked from Elad is, are you taping this call? And it got kind of funny after that. But, you can't. I mean, a lawyer who tapes his own clients? My goodness, that is so unethical. I mean, this gives lawyers a bad name if this is possible to have their reputations go down even further.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So, and this guy's a liar. What they've come up with yesterday and today, everything he said from the Trump not wanting a job in the Trump administration, to things about Trump as a racist, everything is on tape of him saying what a great non-racist lover of all people Trump is and how loyal he is, and other things that he and how much he wanted a job with the Trump campaign. I'm begging to get a job in the Trump administration. Okay, everything he said was a lie.
I know, but he throws it out there. That's how attorneys do that. When they say strike that from the record, when they throw out something, you can't strike that from the record because they heard it already. Right. It's in their minds.
Well, don't lose the bigger picture here. The bigger picture is he's a dumb so and so, but he got caught. He got caught in tax evasion. He got caught lying to Congress, and he did it again the other day. He might even get jail time for what he did during the hearing. All right, now he had a hearing yesterday, and he's going to have another hearing next week, and they're going to bleed this thing until they got no blood no more. But let's look at the big picture. Okay, let's look at the big picture, Chris. He is representing a certain person, and that person's lawyer is Lanny Davis. Now, who do you think he's really representing here? Himself or Hillary Clinton? No, it's true. I bet you that closing argument, and they have speculated on the closing argument that he had was written by Lanny Davis in support of Hillary Clinton. Yep. In other words, and part of it was that, if Trump ever loses the election in 2020, he won't let go. He's not going to let go. What the hell did Hillary? It's projection. What did Hillary Clinton do? She still hasn't let go. She still hasn't really come to understand that she lost, and it was legit. So
that's right.
All right. Hey, my friend, thank you for the great call. You're eligible now for this fabulous MAGA hat.
All right.
All right, and I appreciate you.
All right, you have a good weekend.
You too. Good discussion. All right, that's Chris. And I think after that, we're going to take our second break and come back with Rabbi. How's that? All right, so call the show, 573-364-4433. Get it off your chest.
95 years of serving families in the Rolla community. This is Rick Miller at Null & Son Funeral Home. For a business to be successful for 95 years takes hard work, determination, respect, and compassion for the community and the families we serve. This year, Null & Son Funeral Home proudly celebrates our 95th anniversary. 95 years of providing the finest funeral service, always at an affordable cost. It has been our honor to serve your family.
For the best in steaks, wine, and great conversation, visit Matt's Steakhouse. Matt's Steakhouse has banquet facilities for all of your event needs, from small office parties to large wedding receptions and everything in between. Matt's Steakhouse, open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Saturday, located on the Dillon Outer Road in Rolla, just east of exit 189. Call Matt's Steakhouse at 364-1220 to book your next event. For the best in steaks, wine, and great conversation, visit Matt's Steakhouse.
Why settle for the forecast when you can control it? Hartley's Climate Control is your locally owned heating, air conditioning, plus so much more company. Hartley's offers residential and commercial sales, service, and installation in the areas of heating and cooling, hearth and home, handyman services, and more to the Rolla, St. James, and surrounding areas. Call 573-368-3163 or visit them online at www.hartleyscc.com. Hartley's Climate Control, community born, community raised, community serving.
Reality check number 14. Getting a house loan shouldn't take longer than building your house. At Town & Country Bank, we have a solution for that. We know you're anxious to start building your dream home, so we make loans quick and easy. We don't have to send off to some big city for a decision. Your decision is made here, and your loan stays here. Town & Country Bank. Smart, friendly solutions. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Does your trip to the dentist office sound like this? If so, it's time to come see the friendly staff at Forum Dental, where they make dentistry simple and fun. Forum Dental is committed to patient satisfaction and high-quality dental care. So come to Forum Dental, where they do it all, from teeth cleaning and whitening to bridges and crowns and so much more. At Forum Dental, they make every dental experience a pleasant one. Forum Dental, working together to be better. Visit their website at forumdental.com.
If you're in the food business and your walk-in cooler quits, do you think you can call just any heating and refrigeration guy to fix it? Think again. Time is money, and you don't want to have to wait while an air conditioner repairman tries to figure out what's wrong. At Cox Brothers, food equipment repair is who we are. We have the specialized training and know-how to protect your expensive and fragile inventory while we repair your broken equipment. When you need food service repairs, go right to the experts. Cox Brothers Food Equipment Repair in St. James. We'll keep the hot side hot and the cold side cold.
Moving, let's talk about Salem, Missouri and what we have to offer. We are located in the center of Missouri, center of the USA, with a great school system, college, beautiful country club. Rivers within 1 hour drive include Jack's Fork, Piney, Gasconade, Merrimack, and 2 state parks. If you're looking to enjoy life with recreation or just enjoy life, call VIP Properties, Pat Tackett Broker, 103 East 4th Street, Salem, Missouri, 573-729-7622.
Follow me at DaveWeinbaum.net, at The Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, and streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
A bill designed to protect newborns against infanticide defeated on the Senate floor last night. Senate Democrats blocked the Born Alive Abortion Survivors Protection Act, which would have required doctors to treat infants that were born after failed abortions. Melissa Oden is an abortion survivor herself and the founder of the Abortion Survivors Network, and she joins us now. Good to see you again, Melissa. Thanks for being here.
Thank you, Ainsley.
You are here today because you survived an abortion. Tell us your story.
I am 41 years old. I survived a failed saline infusion abortion back in 1977 that was meant to poison and scald me to death from the outside in. I actually endured that procedure over a 5-day period. On the 5th day, my biological mother's labor was induced with the intent of me being expelled from the womb as a deceased child, and accidentally, I was born alive.
Now, Melissa Oden is, I consider her a friend, and she is also the pro-life advocate for the Dave Weinbaum Show, and she says she's honored to do that. And since she's been on my show, she's been on Hannity, she's been on Fox, Fox and Friends 2 days in a row. And now, again, after this, the Democrats vote to, kill babies after they're born. How else do you explain that? How can you be a Democrat and uphold that? After they're born, we're not talking about late term even, which is, even that's horrible. But how do you remain a Democrat knowing that they will kill a baby who was born and is alive? How do you call the show and let me know? Maybe I'm missing something here.
Well, they make it comfortable first, you know.
No, you can't.
I'm just saying,
I don't want to be made comfortable and then you shoot me in the head.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
They don't have a fighting chance. I might even have a fighting chance of getting out of that. Probably not. But, a fighting chance is something that babies don't have. They have to rely on everybody because they're babies.
Yeah.
The most innocent of all. I've never understood the liberal who say they are for the most undefendable, the minorities, everybody, all the victims in the world. What's more of a victim than some little baby that doesn't understand how to defend him or herself? Tell me. I've never understood that. I mean, and that's from the time I was a teenager. Just never got it. All right, so Stan has something for me, right?
The rabbi?
No, don't you have the Sicilian moment?
I've got that too, yeah.
All right, let's do the Sicilian moment. Put people in mind for the rabbi. Jews and Italians, we're like brothers and sisters. Come on, forget about it. You don't know that. Our school was so small, we had drive-by cheerleaders. Forget about it. Yeah, you don't want to mess with our cheerleaders.
Everett Stone, especially.
They're tough. I mean, we have a prom queen. She's the belle of the brawl. No, you don't mess with our cheerleaders. They take you out, baby. And we're not talking about for pizza or McDonald's. They just take you out. All right, we're back on the show. Now we're ready to hear from the rabbi. All right, hit it.
Good. Yeah, 1 second, Dave. You were talking to another rabbi? Sounds like you're cheating on me.
No, actually, I'm cheating with you on him because he was the first rabbi. Listen to this. I got rabbis fighting over me. This is kind of weird. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this man travels the world promoting unity between Christians and Jews. Second most powerful person in Israel and his own house. Future rabbi to the Trump Third Temple Golf Course, Casino, Spa, and the official rabbi to the Dave Weinbaum Show, Rabbi Moshe Rothschild. Oh, man, we got him from Arkansas. I think the people from Tulsa, too, are up here. Whoa, boy, you're getting a lot of, oh, my goodness. Twice?
Oh, yeah.
There's Iowa. All right, we got it? All right, hey, guess what? Netanyahu just got indicted 40 days before the election.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
It's big news. In less than an hour, he's supposed to make a statement here, I think, on national TV.
Yeah.
Here's my prediction.
What's that?
I think they're gonna do a poll, obviously, and he's gonna get a bump in the polls.
Yeah.
I think people see this as a left-wing conspiracy, the media conspiracy against him. They don't see the charges as serious. And I think that the public is going to react that they just went too far, and I think this is going to get him a bump in the polls. That's what I think.
You think nothing's going to happen here? He's going to get elected, right?
Right. I think it's in the end it's not going to be anything, but it's a tool by the left here to Because when they can't beat him at the ballot boxes, they have to find some other way to try to beat Netanyahu. And the left cannot deal with the fact that for almost 15 years they keep losing to Netanyahu.
Gee, that sounds familiar. I wonder where else that's going on.
It's the playbook. It's the playbook.
The
of
Philippines?
The left,
no, I think it's the United States. That's going on. The same thing. Same playbook, huh? Hey,
it's the same playbook.
Rabbi, is there a wall being built to halt ISIS from coming from Syria to Jordan?
Yeah, look, we've built a wall.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've built a wall in the West Bank.
Right.
What the world calls the West Bank. We built the wall separating the Sinai Desert in the south, and we're going to build a wall in the north because walls work.
Where did you get the money from?
It's government funding because
I know.
Did
you get any money? Did you get any money from the United States to build the wall in Israel?
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
Well, because again, walls work, and nobody here. There's no argument about that. There's no left. There's no right.
But
both
those
the left and
same
the right understand.
Democrats who won't let Trump build a wall are the ones that voted to give you the money to build the wall between Syria and Jordan and also a part of Israel.
Right.
So
correct.
I'm just pointing out the hypocrisy
at the end of the day.
Yeah.
All right. Everybody knows at the end of the day that walls work, and they're just playing political games to try to score points because it sounds good when you call something immoral. It sounds good when you're protecting the poor Mexicans who are just looking for a job, and they just want to use this for political gain. They know it will protect the American people, but they're not interested in that.
Well, they also want the voters. They're losing their base. Blacks and Latinos are becoming very sophisticated in their voting, and they're moving to Trump in droves. So they have to have a new base, and they gotta get people who are illegal to come in this country and get them to vote.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
they're in shambles here. Yeah.
Anyways, 3 senators, including Ted Cruz, he is saying that the Golan Heights ought to be sovereign to Israel. What do you think of that?
Yeah. Well, actually, I predicted that here on this show. That I said that during Trump's presidency, the Golan Heights will be confirmed as part of Israel proper by the United States. There is no question that the Golan Heights Israel's not going to withdraw from the Golan Heights.
Right.
And
why
so
is
let's
that?
just call it what it is.
Why would Israel not?
Because since 1948 until 1967, for nearly 20 years, the Syrians did not put a single civilian up on the Golan Heights. All they had was military presence, and they were firing down at the Israeli farming communities in northern Israel, just below the Golan Heights, which is a towering plateau above northern Israel.
Right. So it was a launch. It was a launch pad for the Syrians to shoot at Jews. Basically.
Correct. And so, A, we're never going to go back to that situation, and B, Syria is never going to be a normal country, not for 20, 30, 40 years. So who exactly are we going to, we're going to withdraw and give it back to Syria, which has 100 different militias running around?
You might as well just turn it over to Iran.
Yeah, might as well. Give it to Iran, give it to ISIS, give it to Al-Qaeda, but there's no one to give it to. So let's call it what it is, and this is Israel, and it's Israel proper, and it ain't never going to be anything else. So, what are we waiting for?
Hey, Pakistan versus
a favorable administration.
Pakistan versus India. Now, that's kind of, relatively close to you guys, and you both have, you have relations with India. I don't know, not so much Pakistan.
Yeah.
How does this affect Israel? Because they are nuclear countries.
Right. So, first of all, you're correct that we do have a pretty good relationship with India. We have sold military equipment to India, and And Israel sees India as an emerging massive trade partner. And so it is an issue for us, and we're keeping our eye on it.
Hey, Rabbi, other than DaveWeinbaum.net, where can people find you?
They can reach me at Rabbi Moshe at IsraelAlliance.org. That's Rabbi Moshe, M-O-S-H-E, at IsraelAlliance.org, or go to our website, IsraelAlliance.org.
Rabbi, I got a little bit of bad news. I lost a fortune.
What's that?
I lost a fortune in the butter futures. I had a margarine call. Ladies and gentlemen, Rabbi Moshe Rauchow, thank you so much for calling. And you think about that and ask people what that means, okay? Because I don't think you got
it. I'm all over it.
You're all over it,
All the
okay.
best,
Yes, and you're over it. Yes, thank you so much, Rabbi. Shabbat Shalom. We'll talk soon. Bye.
Shabbat Shalom. Bye-bye.
What are you going to do with a couple of Jewish comedians? I consider myself somewhat of a comedian, and he is.
Yeah.
Well, we've both done stand-up. He's done it a lot more than I have, and he's really good at it, apparently. He's still doing it in Israel. Can you imagine? He's a pretty funny guy, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, and he's a great tour guy. He's very smart, knows his history, and he's very well connected somehow to the Israeli government.
Number two man in Israel.
Well, number two, and also number two in his own house. I don't know how that works, but
you need, yeah.
What the hell? And now he's got to defend Netanyahu. He thinks it's going to help Netanyahu. I think so too. I think it's exactly parallel to what's going on in the United States. The more they try to tear down Trump, the more popular he gets. Even Clinton. You can go back to Bill Clinton and say what you want to about getting him, and he was a scumbag. There's no doubt about that. All right, but when you're getting rid of a president, remember you're going against the will of the people, and I don't think America likes that too much on either side. So Pelosi's not talking impeachment right now, but most of the Democrats, who they're in a big split right now. They're in a huge split between moderation and crazy progressivism or socialism, communism. They're getting split right down the center there. And it's kind of fun to watch, I think.
None of which work.
Well, yeah, I know. Well, moderate liberalism can work as long as you have capitalism, as long as you don't restrict it too much like Obama tried to. They tried to regulate us out of business. And
isn't that Kamala Harris that said she believed in capitalism? She's trying to distance herself just a little from the narrative.
Well, it's getting to be very tough to do because all this is on tape, all the support for the Green Deal. And you heard the guys in Raleigh that I interviewed. My God, Clem and Cletus.
I know.
This is the average American. Maybe they don't understand what the Green Deal is, but once they find out, it takes away all their pickup trucks and airplane rides and... can't visit Ohio. I mean, is there a train to Hawaii? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
What are they supposed to do, Come on. Anyways, we're back on the show. And guess what? I just got here's a news flash. And I forgot to do this as a news flash. I just got word that Deanna Lorraine is going to be calling here in 15 minutes. All right. And she's live from CPAC. She has a men's march today. This is all over the country. Men's march in D.C. area.
Right.
So she's up there. She's doing a lot of stuff. She spoke at CPAC. She actually couldn't talk to me yesterday because why? She's giving an award to Eric Bowling.
Right, man of the year.
I've got one thing, though, to say about that. What am I, chopped liver? What the hell's going on with that? And that's probably going to be my first question to her. Anyways, I'm excited, as you can tell. More excited. I'm always excited on this show. I love doing this show, all right? Call it 573-364-4433. Get it off your chest. And... Hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I just wanted to wish you a happy birthday. I would never say in your case that you're fired, so I'll just say you're hired.
Again?
What? Well, again he calls. Right after he's back from Korea? What? Oh, my goodness. Does he need me to go and negotiate that deal? Should I get on a plane to Vietnam? He's still there. I can do it. I can do it all night long. Come on. I know that's how long it would take to get there.
Well, you and Cohen both wanted the job.
My goodness. Well, yeah, I deserved it, though.
Yeah.
I know I got him elected here in Missouri.
Last name of Cohen, you know he's probably Jewish.
I mean, what did he get here? Well, you know what? That's my mother's maiden name. We might be related. And they're he's from Russia. His family's from Russia. But, oh, my gosh, is that the president?
Might be.
Oh, could be. Hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
William. I'm calling from Raleigh.
So, Lee from Raleigh?
William.
Yeah, I'm from Raleigh here.
William from Raleigh.
I just wanted to say one thing.
What's that, sir?
About this wall.
Yes.
Don't they realize when they put the wall up, they'll just tunnel underneath the damn thing?
Well, I think they kind of figured that out. You know, I think they kind of figured it out. Yes, that could happen.
Sense.
Well, then you go down very, very low, and you put barriers there, or you put traps in there. I mean, there's ways to get around that.
Well, look at Israel's wall.
Yeah, Israel's wall is it's almost gone from like thousands and thousands and thousands to nothing.
Yeah, to zero.
It works. It works. Ever wonder why the Vatican has a wall? Why China has a wall? All these other places, it works. It's working in San Diego right now.
Yeah, I just figured they could tunnel underneath like they've already done.
Well, of course, anybody can do anything, but it's gonna slow it down a lot. Let's put it that way.
Well, I hope so.
I hope so too. Thanks, William. Appreciate it. And you're going to be eligible for the great MAGA hat. All right. I don't think he might not want one. I don't know.
Oh, he may.
I hope liberals call the show. Continue to call the show. Used to get a lot of them. Not so much anymore. I got a feeling that some of them are actually thinking about this stuff and saying, you know, I've been listening to this idiot for years, and I used to think he was a total idiot. And, well, maybe not so much anymore.
Well,
maybe the facts are bearing fruit.
Yeah, you remember what Whoopi and Joey Behar said about liberals?
Sure, go ahead.
Is it that we just instantly say that's what it is based on what we see in that moment and then have to walk stuff back when it turns out we're wrong? Why is that? Do we keep making the same mistake?
Because we're desperate to get Trump out of office.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. All right, I think we need to take another break, Stan, so we can get ready for Deanna Lorraine, and she's going to be followed by Laura Loomer, and they both have reports about CPAC, and Deanna's on her Man's March in D.C. right now, I believe. Mm-hmm. So call the show, 573-364-4433, to, get it off your chest. We have another caller. Hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. Is this President Trump?
No, buddy. I'm just trying to win one of those mega hats, so though.
Well, you got to have some information.
This is Lee from Richland.
No, this is, you wouldn't believe it or not, but this is Lee from Richland.
What happened to your voice?
I seen a picture of Clara McCaskill this morning. But, hey, I got a way of funding that wall if they use recycled materials. The Democrats, if all the Democrats that's got these walls around their mansion would take them down and donate that building materials to build a wall, we should have no problem using recycled, and it would make the Democrats happy. We're recycling stuff.
Well, you know what? And we'd have a wall that we could actually walk to the moon.
Yeah,
it'll be that high with all the fences from the Democrats.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Take their walls down.
We might even have it high enough to go to Mars. We wouldn't have to take a rocket there.
We'd be using recycled materials.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay.
So
I'm just trying to get my mega hats.
Well, all right. Well, that's good content. I like that.
All right, take care.
Not that you don't have good contact sometimes, but some is better than others, obviously. But thank you, Lee. You have a great weekend. All right. So right now we are going to take a break. 573-364-4433. And we're going to be back with Deanna Lorraine. Get it off your chest.
The Akar Real Estate sign in the yard is your first step to sold. Whether buying or selling, put the best team of realtors to work for you. Akar Real Estate is the top-selling real estate agency in 4 counties. They work diligently to make your real estate transactions happen. Independently owned and operated for over 12 years by Delek Akar, broker-owner. When you want results that move you, call the professionals at Akar Real Estate at 368-SELL. That's Akar Real Estate at 368-7355.
Sales results obtained from Maris Incorporated. needed. Price Chopper in Rolla for the best quality products and the freshest produce in the area with a full-service deli, bakery, and butcher cafe. You can feed the whole family with ease. Cold cuts to sushi, barbecue, and a huge salad bar. Kick back and relax and enjoy your lunch in our dining room located in Forum Plaza on Forum Drive in Rolla. Don't forget to sign up for a rewards program and save money on groceries today. For orders and catering, give them a call today at 573-364-1771. Open 7 days a week, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. Price Chopper in Rolla.
Every business needs just the right sign to get people into your business. Missouri Neon Outdoor is here to help. Missouri Neon Outdoor has been family-owned and serving the Ozarks for 80 years. Outdoor advertising remains one of the most cost-effective ways for businesses to build awareness and drive customers to their door. And they offer billboard coverage in over 25 counties in southwest Missouri. Missouri Neon Outdoor has an expert creative staff that can design a great look for you. Call today for available locations in your area. 1-800-788-1778.
Owning a business can be tough, and knowing what insurance you need can be confusing. Help is here with the Daniel & Henry Company. Daniel & Henry Company is an independent insurance broker providing a full range of risk management and insurance products and services for clients locally, nationally, and internationally. They find cost-effective solutions for your business and personal needs, from work comp, general liability, property and auto, and all points in between. Protecting your business is their business. Call Richard Boyette at the Daniel & Henry Company today, 314-444-5011. When it comes to investing, here's something to think about. First, are you satisfied with results? Has your advisor taken the time to learn your investment objectives and devised a plan for achieving them? If you answered no to any of those questions, it's time to call St. Louis money manager Lindbergh Capital Management at 314-416-0055. You'll quickly see the difference. They take the time to get to know you, learn your goals, and what's appropriate for you. Call Lindbergh Capital Management today at 314-416-0055.
When it comes to title insurance, you have a choice. With over 37 years of combined experience in the title insurance industry, the staff at Premier Title Group is ready to help you with all your real estate transactions in Phelps, Crawford, Dent, Marys, Pulaski, and Texas counties. With unmatched customer service and one of the friendliest staffs in the area, you will find that at Premier Title Group, we truly live up to our motto, providing you with a premier experience during your real estate transaction. Tell your realtor and lender that you choose Premier Title Group. May God bless our troops and our emergency responders.
Warning, this is Microsoft. Your computer has been hacked, and you need to call the number displayed immediately.
Warning, do not call that number. This is a scam. Call A1 Tech of Rolla, LLC at 573-458-9175. If you have given these people access to your computer, or worse, your money, your computer is now compromised. A1 Tech is available both mobile and on-site to take care of all your tech needs, and was recently voted the best computer repair service in Phelps County. Call 573-458-9175.
Follow me at DaveWeinbaum.net, at The Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, and streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
There's only one downside. The plan, if enacted, would cost, some estimate, more than the entire global GDP. Not the GDP of the United States, but the GDP of the world. It's pretty expensive. But it doesn't bother Ocasio-Cortez at all. She doesn't care. Listen to her describe her reaction to the bean counter's description of this is too expensive. Here's what she says in response.
Our planet is going to be a disaster if we don't turn this ship around. And so it's basically like there's scientific consensus that the lives of children are going to be very difficult. And it does lead, I think, young people to have a legitimate question. You know, is it okay to still have children?
Do we really want this idiot as the boss of us? Really? I mean, come on. This is just sad.
It is.
You know, people used to tell me, you know, you're going to be dead before you're 50. You're going to be dead before you're 60, 65. I'm 70 now, and everything they've told me that was going to kill me hasn't done it yet. You know, so I just don't get what she's trying, how she figures she's right. I mean, where is her perspective on history? All right, this global warming thing is a climate change. Yes, climate changes. It's called weather.
Mm-hmm.
Weather changes. Sometimes there's hot periods. Sometimes there's cold periods. And it's not predictable. So you're going to throw away your whole way of life and become cavemen and women again because you don't know if it's going to be 1 degree more in the next 100 years or less.
Isn't it also about the carbon out there? Because that's less than 0.0001% of the air out there.
Well, yeah. I mean, what about volcanoes? Are we going to stop? We're going to put plugs in the volcanoes? We're going to put plugs in our cows? What's wrong with these? It's just crazy. All right, it's just, and people are listening to this.
Yeah,
that's what's surprising.
Yeah,
exactly. Anybody takes her seriously at all?
But a lot of people do take her seriously. Her age, she's representing a certain age.
True,
and she is not stupid. She's just not in the classic sense that people are stupid. She just doesn't understand, and she thinks she knows everything. Yep. She thinks she's better than anybody, and that's the problem. It's more about feeling like, I'm better than they are because I'm smarter, and she's not.
No, she's not.
Golly. So Michael Cohen was diagnosed with multiple personalities. He was besides himself, and so was he. I mean, my goodness, this guy said all these things, and the next day they've got refutation after refutation after refutation of him saying the exact opposite on tape and enthusiastically backing Donald J. Trump as a great, loyal man, a wonderful person who loves all people, including blacks. And how do you explain that? There is no Russian collusion, according to him. He wanted a job desperately in the Trump administration. He got him on tape saying it on MSNBC. What the heck? I mean, and they're going to keep driving this guy to talk. This is Hillary. This is why Hillary Clinton didn't get elected.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid stuff like this, and this is her speaking. I wonder if the Dems really want anything to do with this at all, but apparently they do. They want to see where it goes. So the interesting thing is going to be Mueller. All right, you can stop the button now. You can take your finger off the button. Actually, that was Stan Live, believe it or not.
Yeah, man.
So there you go. He's a man of many voices, many talents.
Yes, he is.
All right, I think we hit. I think we go ahead and hit Matchmaker in anticipation of Deanna Lorraine calling in about a minute or so. All right,
KKID Salem Rolla.
Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find, catch me a catch. Matchmaker, matchmaker, look through your book and make me a perfect match. Matchmaker, matchmaker, I'll bring the veil. You bring the groom, slender and pale. Bring me a ring, for I'm longing to be the envy of all I see. Or Papa, make him a scholar. Or Mama, make him rich as a king. For me, well, I wouldn't holler if he were as handsome as anything. Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find, catch me a catch. Night after night in the dark I'm alone, so find me a match of my own.
All right, so right in a very short period of time, we're going to have Deanna on. I'll introduce her to you when she gets on the phone. And until that time, I will be talking about stuff. So it's not like I don't have anything to talk about because I got tons of it. And by the way, Michael Cohen, he testified behind closed doors to the House committee under Adam Schiff, and they found out that he was going over testimony with Adam Schiff and Elijah Cummings. Not just, what time to be there, when's lunch, when are the breaks, how do you get the breaks, but actual testimony with the leaders of the Democratic Party without the Republicans being present. And then they didn't give the Republicans his statement until the very last minute, and they're supposed to give it to him like within 24 hours of the hearing. So they're doing everything they can to screw the Republicans, which, you got to expect to a certain extent. And I just don't see how it helps them. So I don't know. This Michael Cohen thing might be the best thing that ever happened to Donald Trump. We'll see where it goes. I think the Democrats are starting. If the Mueller report doesn't come out and indict him for any Russian conspiracy, and it's not just collusion. Everybody colludes.
They can't indict him for collusion because it's not against the law.
That's right. And if you want a conspiracy to overthrow an election, we've got that. Yeah. We've got proof of that, but it's not from Donald Trump's campaign. It's not from the Republicans. It's from the Democrats, from Hillary. It's from the DNC. It's from our FBI. How many FBI people and DOJ people have either quit, been fired, or under investigation? These are the FBI leaders. Comey, McCabe, Baker. There's got to be 20 of them, 20 to 25 of them that are gone from their jobs. So, I don't know. Anyways, Deanna is late. Come on, darling. Okay, so...
Well, she's at CPAC.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, let's listen to Amazon Alexa.
Let's do it. All right.
Starting this year, Toyota and Lexus luxury models will come with Amazon Alexa.
Alexa, turn on the AC.
Turning on AC.
Finally, a virtual assistant to help you navigate.
Alexa, where's the nearest gas station?
Nearest gas station in 1.5 miles.
And to help maintain your vehicle.
Alexa, order more brake pads.
Ordering new brake pads. Although maybe if you didn't stop so close to the car in front of you.
I left plenty of room.
You drive too aggressively.
If you were just quiet for 2 seconds.
She'll talk to you literally the entire time you're driving.
I think you should have turned back there.
I know where I'm going!
Hi. You know why I pulled you over?
No, officer, I have...
Because we were driving 72 miles per hour in a 45 mile per hour zone.
Anything else I should know?
2 miles back, we rolled through a stop sign without coming to a complete stop. Also, there are illegal fireworks in the trunk.
Sir, I'm going to need you to step out of the car, please.
Amazon Alexa. You'll never get away from her.
I hope to God I know what this is. Is this Deanna?
Hey.
Hey, let me introduce you properly. Ladies and gentlemen, this woman is passionate about making love great again. She's an author, star of TV, radio, and blogs. Will debut her own show this month on Blaze TV, the matchmaker to the Dave Weinbaum Show, and announced candidate to take down Nancy Pelosi. The matchmaker to the Dave Weinbaum Show, Deanna Lorraine. Oh, my goodness.
Is that my intro? I love you guys.
Yeah, well, we love you too, and it's great. I mean, you're calling all the way from Washington, D.C., aren't you?
Yeah. I'm putting on a big event today. I'm calling from CPAC, and then I'm going to this rally that's running around like a crazy person trying.
All right. Well, I'm glad you took time out because we need to talk. And the first thing I want to bring to your attention was that you said yesterday that you could not tape for this show because you gave an award to Eric Bowling. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes. May I ask you a question, madam? What am I? Chopped liver? Am I chopped liver? You just throw me in the back of the refrigerator because of Eric Bowling? No, I'm so upset. Lisa, was I crying yesterday afternoon?
All day.
All day. It was horrible.
It was awful.
I know. I'm so sorry.
He's so sensitive.
We had to go around their schedule because they were like, they kept moving the time.
Yeah.
And they wanted to do it like as a surprise to him live at the Blaze.
Okay, well, I understand, I guess. I've been put on the bench before, believe me. I rode the bench all during high school except for my senior year when I finally made it and played. So anyways, so what else is going on at CPAC?
So CPAC is a little bit slower this year. Apparently Candace Owen gave her speech this morning.
Yeah.
And let's see what else happened. And tomorrow, President Trump is going to be giving his speech.
Oh, cool.
So he's making that. Yes. That'll be really cool.
So why do you say it's slower? I mean, it's just you had Van Jones there. Did you see Van Jones per chance?
No, I didn't.
Do you know who Van Jones is, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, you've been on CNN a lot, so you probably know the guy. He's the black communist Obama supporting person who called the election of Donald Trump a white lash.
Yes.
Exactly. And now he appeared with Matt Schlapp at CPAC yesterday and praised conservatives and Trump for the get out of jail early card for many blacks. Praised them and praised them for other stuff. My goodness.
Yeah.
What is going on? Cats sleeping with dogs. Oh my goodness. Jews and Christians loving on each other. I don't understand this. So
it's a little slower. How come you guys aren't here this year with a booth or anything?
Because I'm here, and I can have wonderful people like yourself, and Laura Loomer's going to call a little later and give her a report. And I got live people there. You told me it's a little dull. When I see you say it's a little dull, well, I got a show on Fridays, and it's not going to change. And just for me to go out there to try to do a show, I don't think it would be a great idea. This way, I can if I can find great people like you to come in and talk who are there, you can relate the experiences as well or better to the people because you're a star there. You spoke yesterday, is that right?
I did not speak at CPAC, although I wish I could.
Yeah.
I will be speaking, of course, at my rally today.
Cool. What time does it start?
It starts at 2:30, and actually Laura Loomer is supposed to come there.
Oh, cool.
So that'll be fun. Yeah, it starts at 2:30, goes till 5. There's going to be a lot of people there. It's going to be a rip-roaring rally, and everyone's very exciting.
I see you've got the NFL guy coming. What's his name? Tillis or something?
Yeah, Fergus Owens.
Yeah, Fergus Owens, right. Right, neat guy. Neat guy.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Tall guy.
And you might have Laura Loomer. Make sure you tell her I say hey. Of course, she'll be calling in about a little less than an hour. So, all right. Well, you got anything else to say about CPAC or anything else that's happening out there?
Yeah, there just seems to be a little bit less of a buzz this year at CPAC. Now, this is my first CPAC, so I haven't been to any others. But I verified with some other people that have been to CPAC many times, and they also said it was similar. So maybe it was because they released Trump's name they were very slow to announce when he was going to be speaking and if he was going to be speaking at all. And then, and then they were kind of very slow to promote the different speakers, the agenda. So it might have been something like that. But I will say that it's fun. It's really cool to have thousands of conservatives of all ages, all in, under one roof. And going to, the bars afterwards. Last night we went to a big Turning Point USA party.
Oh, sure. Now that is Candace Owens and Charlie Kirk. Right. Right.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yes. Charlie
How was
Jerk?
it?
Did you say Charlie Jerk?
Kirk.
I didn't say that. He's a good guy. He's one of us.
He is.
Yeah.
Stan, stop that. What's wrong with Stan? I don't understand.
Hey, it wasn't me.
Hey, what's that?
So I got to meet Ted Cruz last night. And I
cool.
took a selfie with him. So that was the highlight of my week.
Neat. Well, I'll be looking for updates on Facebook and Twitter. And
definitely join my stream. Also, Omar Navarro's stream. He's going to be streaming it live, the event today from the rally.
Great.
And Breitbart News is also going to be streaming my rally today. For
nice. Super.
So that's 1:30 our time.
Yeah, it's 1:30 our time. Very good, Stan.
Tribute to
what's the biggest rumor going around? What's most of the things that people are discussing there right now?
The biggest rumor. What could be a rumor?
Yeah, I mean, what are people talking about there?
Topics. Yeah.
Topics.
They're not talking about a whole lot, to be honest. Like Candace Owens just recently got engaged.
Yeah.
Is Trump really going to be reelected? That kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it's not really. It's maybe it's because an off election year.
So I think. I know that's a problem. I know that.
Yes.
So, all right. Well, listen. Where can people find you other than the march today? Mention that one more time, just so people, in Doolittle can understand it. No, that's wrong of me to say that.
TributeToMen.com has all the details of who all the speakers are. Pastor Daryl Scott. We've got PJ Schrantz. We've got Brandon Straka, the whole gang, and possibly Laura Loomer. So go to TributeToMen.com for all the details, and then go to my Twitter at Deanna Lorraine 7, and then Omar Navarro, Real Omar Navarro. He's going to be streaming it from his Twitter and Periscope also. We've got a lot of live streamers at the event. So
and by the way, Brandon, go ahead. Did I step on your? What else did you want to say about yourself?
Oh no, that was it. But
okay.
You guys can basically be there by watching the live stream.
Great. Hey, Brandon Straka is going to be on Mark Levin's show on his Sunday night interview show on Fox.
I know.
Isn't that something?
Know. He's blowing up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And I think a lot of us put him out. I know I put him on the show a lot. And we appreciate you. And by the way, I just want to tell you this: our family had a pet boa. I was an only child, eventually. Ladies and gentlemen, Deanna Lorraine calling all the way from D.C. with a live report from CPAC. Thank you, Deanna. Have a great March today.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Talk to you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, thanks, guys. Bye.
All right, that was Deanna Lorraine. We got Laura Loomer coming up at about 11 o'clock, and we're going to take a break right now because Stan is they're making funny signs with his wrist. I think I don't know. There's something going on there with Stan. Anyways, call the show 573-364-4433. Get it off your chest.
McDonald's presents the new Big Mac Bacon. But is the Big Mac lucky to have bacon, or is bacon lucky to land on the Big Mac?
The Big Mac is lucky. Applewood smoked bacon makes everything taste better. The Big Mac, Brussels sprouts, dry toast.
No. Bacon's lucky to be on the iconic Big Mac. It's fortunate to dip its toe in that delicious special sauce.
There you have it. Get McDonald's Big Mac with bacon, fresh beef quarter pounder with bacon, and cheesy bacon fries. Is it the best thing to happen to our classics, or to bacon? Try for yourself and decide.
Only for a limited time at participating McDonald's. Fresh beef available at most restaurants in contiguous U.S. Not available in Alaska, Hawaii, and U.S. territories.
Welcome to the greatest rock and roll show on earth. Tonight's feature is Melrose Asphalt and Quarry, featuring their greatest hits, guaranteed low prices, guaranteed work, and their #1 hit, locally owned and operated. So call and get your tickets to the greatest rock and roll show on earth. Melrose Asphalt and Quarry, 364-9101. That's 364-9101. Melrose Asphalt is a local business and not an actual rock band.
Come see the professionals at Brown Vet Clinic of Rolla, where they promise to place your pet's health and wellness above all considerations. They communicate openly with you about the individual preventative needs of your pet and help protect them from common infectious and contagious diseases while using the best available methods, no matter how big or small the animal. The staff is there to help you 24/7 and will get you an appointment as quickly as possible. Give Brown Vet Clinic a call today for all your animal needs. 364-1919.
Hi, this is Sarah Weinbaum, massage therapist at Lavish Day Spa, formerly known as Terra Day Spa. Come visit me at our all-new location on North Bishop next to Steak and Shake. Come take your stress and worries away with our full-service salon and day spa, featuring discounts on Dermalogica and other skincare items offered with a purchase of a facial. New location, same number, 364-0905. Come sail away at Lavish Day Spa in Rolla.
Does your trip to the dentist office sound like this? If so, it's time to come see the friendly staff at Forum Dental, where they make dentistry simple and fun. Forum Dental is committed to patient satisfaction and high-quality dental care. So come to Forum Dental, where they do it all, from teeth cleaning and whitening to bridges and crowns and so much more. At Forum Dental, they make every dental experience a pleasant one. Forum Dental, working together to be better. Visit their website at forumdental.com.
Why settle for the forecast when you can control it? Hartley's Climate Control is your locally owned heating, air conditioning, plus so much more company. Hartley's offers residential and commercial sales, service, and installation in the areas of heating and cooling, hearth and home, handyman services, and more to the Rolla, St. James, and surrounding areas. Call 573-368-3163 or visit them online at www.hartleyscc.com. Hartley's Climate Control, community born, community raised, community serving.
It's been 35 years since Muffler Mart has opened their doors, and now you can come visit them at their new location on Highway 63 South, just across from Phelps County Fairgrounds in Rolla. Marty, Keith, and Carl combined have over 120 years of auto experience. Woo! Their name says Muffler Mart, but they do it all. So the next time you need work on your vehicle, head to the new location of Muffler Mart on Highway 63 South, just across from Phelps County Fairgrounds in Rolla. For appointments, call 364-5434. That's 364-5434.
Follow me at DaveWeinbaum.net, at The Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, and streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
I was actually 14, so I'm adopted. My parents were told, of course, about what I had survived and that the doctors had a poor prognosis for my future. And so they knew that when they adopted me, but, lovingly took me into their hearts and their home. But yeah, I was 14 when the truth came tumbling out through unplanned circumstances. And, I'm the first person to admit, Ainsley, it was absolutely devastating.
I'm sure. Well, you've spent your life's work now making sure that this doesn't happen to other babies. Democrats blocked the Republican bill. What was your reaction to that?
Yeah, I was there right outside Chambers last night when they voted. And, I was disappointed. I still am today, but I'm certainly not surprised. I think the Democrats who voted last night against this bill really showed us that they're willing to sacrifice lives like mine to keep abortion on demand right there.
This issue, I believe, America is turning in support of people like Melissa Ohden more and more and more. And I think it's even the pro-choice people are coming over and saying, I don't know, I don't understand what I was thinking. I don't understand. And there's a movie that our PRC Center, Joe Dalton got for this town. And now I forgot the name of the darn movie. Joe, call the show and let me know, will you? Unplanned.
Yeah.
Unplanned, and it's a story of Abby Johnson, who was once a Planned Parenthood employee who oversaw a lot of this stuff and figured out, what am I doing? What am I doing here? And she was the speaker of the the Pregnancy Resource Center here in Rolla, and she was a speaker at the banquet in 2010. I'm pretty sure I was at that one because I've been supporting it that long, and I'm more supportive of it today than ever. And it's not just that they try to coach people into not aborting. There's no threat. There's nothing like that. There's a coaching style, and they're real successful with it. In fact, it's all over the country. People want the Rolla method. So I'm very, very proud to be on this board of directors. But it's going to be real interesting to see how people react to this, and I think they're already reacting in polls. The pro-life group obviously is against most abortion, and obviously against late-term abortion, and even more obviously, who isn't against infanticide? Well, apparently Democrats who vote in the Senate don't mind that babies get killed after they're born. It's called murder. These are United States citizens once they're born, unless some lawyer has something to correct me with. I know I'm right in that, And I don't understand why people would vote for these baby murderers. That's what they are. They're baby murderers. It's just unconscionable to have that in this country, because I'll tell you where this goes. Pretty soon people get used to this, and then it becomes certain babies that can be killed. Mm-hmm. Certain babies are defective. Maybe Jewish babies, maybe Muslim babies, maybe Christian babies. These babies, they grow up to be bad. There's always something there when you start messing around with nature and God and life. And men and women take this into their own command, and that's when disaster happens to life to life. L'chaim. L'chaim, l'chaim, to life. There, that's Fiddler on the
To
Roof.
life, to life.
L'chaim. L'chaim,
l'chaim, to life.
I need some vodka to sing that right. You know, that was in the Fiddler on the Roof.
Yeah, who day and night must struggle for a living, feed a wife and children.
Get Hollywood. I mean,
Say
Hollywood.
his daily
We need
prayers
we need him on Broadway. You could play an old
has
Jew,
the
couldn't you?
right to
Get a little beard on you.
Master of his house.
You could play a rabbi, couldn't you?
At home.
There you go. Somebody's.
Somebody's.
Hi there, welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. I'm sorry, that was not me. If you're going to yell at me, it wasn't me, it was Stan Hines. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Hello?
That doggone Stan Hines. I know. That's Jim from Raleigh.
Hiya, Jim. What's going on?
I don't know how
You always call to complain about somebody singing, but it wasn't me this time.
No, I decided to give you a break.
No, thanks.
Well, I know you're going to get married and everything, so I don't want you all upset. You know what I'm saying? So anyway,
who are you talking to, me or her?
Anyway, this abortion thing.
Yeah.
I do not understand how these people can go along with this. What is the matter with these Democrats today? This blows my mind. How can you take a 9-month-old baby and watch it die?
Yeah, watch it die. If it's still in the womb, these late-term abortions, they have a doctor. He was on Fox the other day. He says he was an abortionist. And
Yes.
he says he finally figured out, what the hell am I doing? He was doing late-term abortions. They have to pull the body parts apart in these month-old babies inside the womb. They have to pull it out and keep an inventory of the body parts. How sick is this?
Oh, it turns your stomach, man. I'll tell you what, that's awful sad. Anyway, well, Dave, I'm not going to take up your time. I know you got some more people calling in, but one last thing.
Yes.
You know why frogs are so happy?
They got good legs. I don't know what. Why?
They eat what bugs them.
Hey, wait a minute. You're not getting away that easy. You're not getting away that easy.
Okay.
How do you fillet a frog? Do you know how you fillet a frog?
No.
Well, here's how you fillet a frog, Jim. Now listen closely. Ribbit. Ribbit. Stop me when you get this. Ribbit. All right, that's
Thanks,
enough.
Jim.
That's enough torture.
Keep going.
Ribbit, you don't get it. All right, write it down and think about it for a while, and then call back next week. Okay.
All right, buddy.
All right, thank you. Thanks so much. He is eligible for the hat. By the way, we're giving away a great MAGA hat today if you call the show with some content.
Well, you guys making fun of my singing, by golly.
From Weinbaum Records, it's Dave's Hits of 2017. Listen to the unique singing style of your favorite radio host, Dave Weinbaum, as he belts out songs like...
But Snowflake, you know you can't take it. You've got that hateful feeling. Whoa, that come on, everybody. Feeling.
Or how about this?
As you wish me hell to everyone you could tell that you've been spying over me, spying over me. Yes, I'm watching you. Your views on the mainstream news
and timeless memories like
you don't know me. I'm in the federal witness plan. You don't know me. I might be in Afghanistan.
Dave's Hits of 2017 is not sold in any stores. And if you act fast, you can get Dave's favorite insults absolutely free with your order.
You schmuck. Kiss my tuchus. Putz. I hear you tried to donate your brain to science, but they're only taking used ones. I don't take the broom out of your hands when you're trying to do your job. I hear you're 1 foot short of a yard sale. There was a lot of testosterone in my marriage. Too bad none of it was mine. I married a trophy wife, but I couldn't afford to mount her. I had 2 feet of snow on my car, so my wife offered me her broom. I said, thanks, but you're going to have to teach me how to fly it first. Got any complaints? Go to hell and wait.
The perfect way to close out the year. Dave's hits of 2017.
That's all, folks.
Aha! Aha! What do you know from funny, you...
All right, we're back on the show, and we just had we're doing a sing-along. I hope you're all singing along out there. I'm sure somebody's calling to compliment us on this. Maybe it's a record producer or somebody. I think we ought to put this out as a record. And by the way, I was singing, what do you call it, Acapulco? Acapella.
Acapella, yeah.
I was singing in Acapulco, acapella. Yeah. I don't know what that means. Well, hi there, welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Adolf.
Hey, Adolf, what's going on, my man?
Well, I had to call because I had to stop that singing.
Wait a minute.
Thank you.
No. Well, Stan and Lisa were a little off. I was right on, however.
Don't sell the record. Don't sell the record.
Don't sell the record. All right, what else can I do for you?
I just wanted to bring something up, and
go ahead.
I got called at the other day. A gentleman made a comment about me, saying that you Bible-thumping, gun-toting, hillbilly, old-fashioned jerks are going to die off soon, and we're going to take over because we've got the schools. And you know something? He's absolutely right.
He's right, and that's why we got to fight back.
That's right.
Adolf, and that's what we talked about when I was in at Price Cutter there, and
yep.
we just can't take this lying down. I mean, yeah, sure, they'll do it if we let them do it. All right, and it's about time we fought back.
Yeah. Well, are you going to be at your restaurant after the show?
I don't know if I want to announce it now. You got me a little scared. Why, are you going to be there?
Well, I thought of coming over because I got a MAGA hat and was kind of hoping you'd autograph it.
Well, sure. I'm going to be but I'm going to be in Rolla at Kings Highway.
Roger that.
Okay, great.
We'll see you there.
Yeah, I'll be the guy who's 6'8" and is really handsome.
Still got a scar on your forehead?
Oh yeah. I figured we'll do a fundraiser. We'll do a lawsuit, and I'll give you guys half. How's that?
All
right. Thanks, Adolf. I appreciate it.
Have a good day.
You too. Bye. All right.
Bye.
So he was the one that was coming around asking for an autograph of. He wanted a MAGA hat autographed by me. He won the MAGA hat I gave away at the Pulaski County Republicans.
Right.
I
remember that.
So now somebody else said he came to the office or something like that, wanting me to autograph.
Interesting.
Yes.
Very interesting.
I don't get asked for my autograph except for mostly on checks.
Correct.
To ex-wives. So
No, not so much.
Anyways, we're back on the show, and I think we got something coming up, don't we?
A break, you said, right?
Yeah. Okay, a break?
You want to do this?
No, let's do a break. All right, we're going to do a break. We're going to come back with some stuff, and then Amy Hakeem. All right. Will you keep me straightened out already, for God's sake?
I'm trying.
Oh, God. All right. Call the show, 573-364-4433. Get it off your chest.
95 years of serving families in the Rolla community. This is Rick Miller at Null & Son Funeral Home. For a business to be successful for 95 years takes hard work, determination, respect, and compassion for the community and the families we serve. This year, Null & Son Funeral Home proudly celebrates our 95th anniversary. 95 years of providing the finest funeral service, always at an affordable cost. It has been our honor to serve your family.
Owning a business can be tough, and knowing what insurance you need can be confusing. Help is here with the Daniel & Henry Company. Daniel & Henry Company is an independent insurance broker providing a full range of risk management and insurance products and services for clients locally, nationally, and internationally. They find cost-effective solutions for your business and personal needs, from work comp, general liability, property and auto, and all points in between. Protecting your business is their business. Call Richard Boyette at the Daniel & Henry Company today, 314-444-5011. one.
The Akar Real Estate sign in the yard is your first step to sold. Whether buying or selling, put the best team of realtors to work for you. Akar Real Estate is the top-selling real estate agency in 4 counties. They work diligently to make your real estate transactions happen. Independently owned and operated for over 12 years by Delek Akar, broker-owner. When you want results that move you, call the professionals at Akar Real Estate at 368-SELL. That's Akar Real Estate at 368-7355.
Sales results obtained from Maris Incorporated.
Every business needs just the right sign to get people into your business. Missouri Neon Outdoor is here to help. Missouri Neon Outdoor has been family-owned and serving the Ozarks for 80 years. Outdoor advertising remains one of the most cost-effective ways for businesses to build awareness and drive customers to their door. And they offer billboard coverage in over 25 counties in southwest Missouri. Missouri Neon Outdoor has an expert creative staff that can design a great look for you. Call today for available locations in your area. 1-800-788-1778.
When it comes to making travel plans, Trips and More Travel Agency of Rolla has skilled agents to help you plan that perfect getaway. With over 27 years of combined experience, the agents are dedicated to providing you the highest quality of customer service, specializing in custom travel, family vacation, and destination weddings. Trips and More can make your vacation unique and fun. Stop in today at 116 West 8th Street in Rolla or call 341-3300. That's 341-3300.
Sydney's in Rolla reminds you to stop by and join in on the St. Pat's celebration, where they have the official St. Pat's beer on tap. For the best food and spirits, Sydney's is the best place to kick off the St. Pat's celebration. And Sydney's is making history by being the first to have the official St. Pat's beer on tap. So don't miss out on the fun. Sydney's also offers great lunches and dinners. See more on their Facebook page. Look, like, and share. Open Tuesday through Saturday from 11 to 1:30. Sydney, 707 North Pine, downtown Rolla. Join them for St. Pat's.
Follow me at DaveWeinbaum.net, at The Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, and streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
Well, I don't know, Alexandria. Can we? You're the boss now. If you say we can't reproduce the species, of course we won't. It's your call. My gosh. It's a measure of how cowardly and passive everyone's become all of a sudden that a chorus of right-thinking Democrats hasn't told this idiotic windbag to be quiet and take a seat. Don't talk until you learn something. But of course, nobody's done that. They're all too afraid of her. What you're watching isn't politics. It's a children's crusade, an army of tiny combatants marching off in oversized clothes into an unknown, puffed up with ignorant self-righteousness. Last week, as if on cue, activists showed up with a group of kids to harass California Senator Dianne Feinstein for the crime of not endorsing the Green New Deal. Watch.
Some scientists have said that we have 12 years to turn this around.
Well, it's not going to get turned around in 10 years.
All right, I'm back on the show, and Lisa's trying to talk to me while I'm getting back on the show. Don't you understand what I'm supposed to go on?
I was commenting on the clip.
That was pitiful.
The indoctrination of that
Yes,
child
and that's exactly what Adolf was talking about in the last call, is that they're indoctrinated in these schools.
That was my point.
We're not going to be around in 10 years. This is what they're teaching them in schools, for goodness sakes.
Yeah.
How long is this going to go on? We were supposed to be done at the end of the 1980. Overpopulation. We were supposed to be done in 2000. Al Gore says we were done in 2012. And we keep surpassing that. How does that happen?
Well, first there was...
And they claim it's scientific. It's BS. It is a scam. Yes, dear?
There was aerosol scare before then.
Yes.
Oh,
exactly.
yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my goodness. Now, you know what the scare is now? Conservatism. We're not the problem. We're the answer. Come on. All right. What do you got for me, Stan?
How about that, boss?
Yeah, forget about it. Yeah. I applied to be an astronaut, but they ran out of space. Forget about it. You know, I've made a reservation with that Elon Musk guy. I'm going to shove one of those electric cars up his tuchus.
Oh, my.
He canceled out on me. You know, he sent up, he went to Israel. He canceled out. He sent the satellite to the moon. You know?
Don't forget they're listening.
I'll tell you what. He's going to have a problem with me. You know? he better not forget about it. He's got to do me a good thing. All right, maybe testify for me in Congress. What do you think of that? Then maybe I forget about it. We're back on the Dave Weinbaum Show, and Stan, I believe, has something he wants to say, and Lisa, maybe?
Oh, yeah, we were talking about some of the new sponsors on the show. Null & Son Funeral Home in Rolla is a new sponsor, and we want to welcome them, and as they're celebrating, actually, 95 years serving the Rolla area.
Wow.
So that's pretty awesome. And then we have another.
I know my dad's services were there.
Yeah.
Null & Son, sure.
And we have another one. You want to mention them?
We wanted to welcome Sydney's into the fold, and Dave and I had dinner there last Saturday for steak night, and it was awesome. Excellent service, great environment. It was very, very good experience. So everybody should go check that out.
Yeah, and this weekend
they have the prime rib night on 16-ounce prime rib and 2 sides for $14.99 on Friday and Saturday both. Just give them a call and get signed up for that, and it's very easy and fun.
Absolutely. Cool. Sydney, 707 North Pine, downtown Rolla.
All right, and I want to mention another sponsor, Forum Dental, because I've been meaning to do this for 2 weeks. Remember I came in, I had ate one of the ribs that my lovely fiance made and just had it fixed just right, so it split my tooth in two, my front tooth. So I was walking around here with I kind of fit in though.
You kept whistling.
Well, yeah, I mean,
it was
just they felt right at home with me.
Yeah,
Did you notice that? They didn't hesitate at all to do an interview with me. So I had a broken tooth, and I'm walking around with this darn thing. So I went to the dentist. And they couldn't have been any better. I mean, this guy named Swain, Dr. Swain, fixed me up at Forum Dental, and oh my goodness, are they good? They're so professional.
Cool.
And yes, the owner is a great friend of mine, Henry, and his lovely wife Laura. And I just want to tell you, that was really a great experience. And now I'm even getting my teeth whitened and all this stuff. I'm going to be a movie star.
Oh, man.
I'm on the radio. How does that happen?
They're going to put me in the movies.
Yeah. All right, right now I think we want to talk to Dr. Amy Cooper Hakeem down there in, Boca Raton. Hit it.
Now if you feel that you can't go on, because all of your hope is gone, and your life is filled with much confusion, until happiness is just an illusion, and your world around is crumbling down, darling, reach out. Come on, girl, reach out for me. Reach out for me. I'll be there with the love that will shine through you. I'll be there with the love that will see you through.
Oh, Jim,
How
I
you
just can't
doing?
believe how on time you are. Oh, my goodness. You make us all look like pikers. I'm good.
Oh, my.
I'm good. How are you?
Doing great, thank you.
Okay, I'm only good, and you're great. See, this is... You're on time every single time. You're great, and I'm only good. I feel very diminished. I feel very small talking to you. I have issues. Are you ready, Doctor?
I am.
Ladies and gentlemen, bad boss, expert, author, motivational speaker, singer, pacer, martial arts denier, and the shrink to the Dave Weinbaum Show, Dr. Amy Cooper Hakeem. All right. How are you?
Doing well, thank you.
They love you. They love people in Southern Florida because they're jealous, that's why. Oh, there it is. Now we got people coming down from Minnesota. They want to be where you're at, that's for sure. Okay, someone asked if there's such a thing as road rage. I'm not sure who that was, but I have to admit that I have road rage. But I think I keep it under control. I don't get into physical fights, but I do a lot of cussing and swearing and things like that. So what's going on with that?
Well, I mean, it's definitely a real thing. People definitely get upset on the road, and they get angry when people behave in a certain way that isn't what they'd hope. And I think that's in any part of life. But when we're driving, especially when we're trying to get somewhere at a certain time and we have deadlines and annoyances on the road, then we may let out a lot more anger than perhaps we should. And there are some easy fixes that we can do if we are willing to take ownership for our part in the road rage. So a lot of times what happens is, let's say that I'm driving along the highway and I get frustrated because somebody else keeps cutting in and out or weaving in the lanes, or there's so much traffic and someone turns in front of me and therefore I miss my light or whatnot. And so if we are able to recognize that we truly cannot control the actions of other people, regardless of how much we might wish that they perhaps would do what they're supposed to do, if we are able to just accept that we can't control their actions, but we can control our reactions, then we can do things to help us so that we are less likely to get so enraged when they misbehave.
I don't want to be contrary, but isn't it selfish for people to go 30 miles per hour in a 55-mile-an-hour zone with no ability to pass? I mean, what if you have to get to a job interview? Think about how that's connected, Doctor.
I totally hear you. Sometimes I'm the one going very slowly, so.
You're the problem.
It's a joke I have with a lot, because if we both have to get somewhere at the same point, I follow all traffic lights and rules and speed limits. I mean, within reason. Sometimes I go a little bit over. But he's generally the one who he's very quick on his feet, and he'll quickly speed up to pass somebody, and inevitably I land at the destination sooner than he does.
Does he go through yellow?
No, I don't believe yelling.
That.
We're singing Kumbaya in the car.
No, I don't. I just don't. You get there sooner than he does?
I sure do.
Oh, my goodness.
I sure do. I mean, or at least at the same moment. So let's say that he's taking this special way to get through it. And it's very stressful.
Are you buying this, Jesse? I'm not buying this at all. I'm going to talk to Elad here in a couple of minutes. I'm not buying this at all. No way. No way.
I'm serious. Now, I actually prefer for him to drive. He's an excellent driver.
Is he?
And he loves being behind the wheel. I prefer to be the passenger whenever possible. But if we're in two separate cars both of us going home, and we go separate directions, and he obviously is going faster, and he's obviously getting in front of the slow cars and all those things, I still get home right before he does.
Yeah, well, you probably know a shortcut that he doesn't. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, sure.
There you go.
No, but really, it's really, but I think what we need to do is recognize different things, like if you know that you're going to be on a heavily congested road.
Yeah.
Take the time to get out of the house a few minutes earlier.
Okay.
Have a contingency plan so that you're not necessarily sitting in, excess traffic while you're waiting to get to that meeting. So give yourself a little bit of time in advance. And that's something that you can do personally to alleviate some anger that you would have. So it might be just as annoying if somebody is butting in front of you or driving too slowly or whatnot. But if you don't have anywhere to be in an urgent way, then you can maybe be a little bit more tolerant of that behavior. And that's the type of thing that we can do, just to focus there, and it can really help us so that we don't overreact to other person.
This kind of correlates to business, because one of the things that I've come up with in almost 50 years in business is that good managers are great traffic directors. They keep the flow going. They're not doing it themselves, but they keep the flow going. You know what I'm saying?
That's a great analogy, and I think it's really true, because an effective manager is truly able to direct others.
Yes.
And not all managers are great leaders. Leaders are those who inspire us to be greater than we might be on our own. But managers, by definition, are designed, and the job titles and the functions are specific to help you to function most effectively in the role and to get everything to move smoothly and flow appropriately.
Yeah.
So yes, I think that's a great comparison. And but again, we have to recognize all the players. So a manager has to recognize all the players on the team.
Okay, now to our. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm going to cut in because I want to get this in, because we're at our
tell me.
Who Said segment. When we're tired and struggling to get out of bed, we must take that first step to accomplish the real goal. Now go. Who said that?
I love when you quote me.
Oh, is that you? Oh, what a coincidence.
Yes. No, it's really hard sometimes to get out of bed, but once you start and once you get moving, then inevitably, we're able to keep going. And it's just really that first step that sometimes is the hardest, or, jumping out of bed can really help. So yes, I actually felt that this morning. Yes.
Tell me the truth. Do you ever get to the point where you just take the day off and just go back to bed?
Yes,
yes, you do. So, and sometimes it's unplanned. You don't really, and now you're not feeling it. You figure out you don't have that much to do, but you want to get some rest and you just want some you time.
Well, I actually, I really believe in working hard and playing hard. And so I focus, and I'll spend a full day, binge watching TV shows and just sit there and do nothing. I love that. And I think it's important for us to have that mental break and to have the physical break. And if we don't do so, then we can't do our jobs well when we are working. And, that includes relationships, too. The kids know that it's my time to just sit in bed and watch TV, and that's accepted. And, thankfully, my spouse is incredibly supportive of that downtime. I do that every week, every single week.
Good for
Take
you.
hours and
I thought you'd clobber me on that one. Hey, I just thought, other than DaveWeinbaum.net, where can people find you?
My website is CooperStrategicGroup.com, also AmyCooperHakeem.com. My book, Working with Difficult People, is sold anywhere books are sold, also on Audible and ebook. My, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, the Twitter handle, and the handle for all of those is @AmyCooperHakeem.
Hey, Dr. Amy, I had to quit my job as a fashion designer. I was suffering from post-traumatic stress syndrome. I bet you treat people like that, don't you? Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Amy Cooper Hakeem calling all the way from Florida. You lucky woman, you. Thank you so much. And pass the phone.
Let me see if he's available. Hang on a second.
Thanks.
Thank you so much. Okay, one second.
So this is what happens when you're talking to somebody. You have two interviews and they're in the same house. You just have to ask her, pass the phone. And that's what she did to her. Okay? And they're both really good. She's great.
Oh, yeah.
I'm working with Elon a little bit because you know what? He's got a great sense of humor. And he's talking like a stiff lawyer. I don't want him to be a stiff lawyer. I want him to be, a lawyer, but I want him also to, and he's doing it now. He gets it. Right. He thinks it's like being on the radio and thinking you have to talk like Stan,
That's right. Remember FDIC.
There you go. See, you know how to do that. I don't even know how to do that. I could probably learn it, but God, thank goodness I didn't have to do that at any time on my radio
career
far.
Yeah,
which
11
is
years.
Over 11 years.
Yeah.
Golly. Here's one of my better sayings. One of the best, actually. The secret to a rich life is to have more beginnings than endings.
Right.
And when you think about it, okay, I could afford to retire and do all these things, and my dad kind of did that. And every Jew's responsibility is to, by the time they're 60, they need a place in West Florida.
Yeah, of course.
It's a Jewish law. It's in the Talmud, I believe. It's in the Bible. And so and I haven't done that. I can go stay there. I can go get a hotel there and stuff like that. But just to pick up and move, why? And eventually it got to my father, why did I do this? I could have done so much more with my life. This is what he told me 2 weeks before he died. All right, and that really affected me.
Sure.
So,
and look at your son, Aaron. He's already doing stuff.
Yeah, and it's not like I have my grandchildren over every day, but to be able to go see them wrestle, by the way, they took the wrestling tournament last weekend in, where the heck was that? Where were we?
We were in Waynesville, and it was
that was the district. That was the district championship. Two of my grandchildren, I had 3 wrestling in it. 2 of them won the district
first place
pins.
Wow.
That would be Cody and Carter, and then Daxton took 4th. They're all going They're all going to the regionals. I think that's in, where is that?
It's supposed to be by the...
Joplin?
By the state line.
Wow. I don't know if I'm going to get there, but, but then if they qualify, then they go up to Kansas City for the state finals.
That's 4 hours, isn't it?
So,
to the state
something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Anyways, we're back on the show. And you want to call the show? We got a MAGA hat coming up. If you want to put your name in the ring, so to speak, call 573-364-4433. How am I doing? Chester from Doolittle. What do you think? I'm doing all right.
Yeah.
I don't need any crazy song or anything like that. Although, if you can find something funny, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
If there's anytime I can find something funny, I'm going to do it. By the way,
right.
There's sort of a headline out there, and you got the head of the New England Patriots, and he's been arrested. He's been arrested for solicitation of prostitution. So here's the headline. This is how Robert Kraft could get off from prostitution charge. I mean, isn't that suggestive? How he's going to get off on prostitution? I don't understand.
Wow.
How do you put that kind of headline? It's out there right now. I believe it's on Drudge. I don't understand. This is wrong. Little children be reading that stuff. Hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Martin from Edgar Springs.
Hey, Martin. How you doing, buddy?
Just fine. Was that the Ray Conniff singers I heard earlier on your show? I realized, no, that couldn't be them, because you weren't singing a cappella, you were singing awful-pillow.
Awful-pillow.
Awful-pillow? What do you know about singing, you bastard? What do you? Did I just call him a bastard? That's wrong. I apologize for that. But you are a low, you know what? You are so low. That's terrible.
Well,
I don't take the broom out of your hands when you're trying to do your job. What the hell's the matter with you?
I know. I wish you would, but anyway. I was going to say, a person, and I won't say who, had said that the beginning of abortion was back around the turn of the century, with the beginning of this concept of basically it was control of the population, and specifically the black.
Right. That was Margaret Sanger who invented Planned Parenthood.
Margaret Sanger.
Yes.
Exactly.
Right.
I'm not naming names today.
I did.
But
you don't have to.
But I just want to let you know that might have been incorrect, because the first late-term abortion that was recorded in history was during the time of Moses, when the Egyptians told them to throw their babies into the Nile River. So, and that's really late-term abortion.
That's not late-term abortion. That's infanticide.
Yeah, infanticide.
And the reason was they wanted to kill the first son of every family, because one of those sons would become the Jewish leader, and I guess they missed one. That would be Moses.
When you take a baby,
yeah,
that's born, and you sit it and make it comfortable,
yeah,
and decide what you're going to do with it, isn't that the same thing?
Well, it's called infanticide. It's not a late-term abortion. It's murdering the baby. The baby's already been born, so it can't be aborted. It's already out.
There you go.
There you go.
That's the name of that.
It's murder.
Now, there was a Herod who did something similar, because the wise men didn't come back to him. But the last thing I wanted to say about this mess is we have coming to a critical phase when we feel we can treat life as if it's a flip of the coin, and you can have a group discussion about it, and then take the life.
Yes.
How far down the road is it from older people who are too old and used to decide
they don't
need this operation?
Right.
Exactly. Or black people. How about Jewish?
Well, why do you think the Democrats want to run health care? They want to run health care.
Pretty soon somebody gets in charge and things like that. It becomes easier and easier to do.
Right.
That's why the Germans in World War II, the Nazis, they took all these crippled children, and eventually, they stopped treating them, and or they became pretty soon mass murderers of them. It got the Germans used to this, so then they could pick on Jews, they could pick on all their political enemies,
right?
And just by calling people irredeemable and deplorable. Gee, where'd that come from? Mm-hmm. Which political party did? Yes, one more thing, because I got to go. I got Laura Loomer calling me in a couple minutes.
Oh, wow! Yeah. I want to hear that. She's good.
Yeah.
I was going to say that the most odd thing about this thing in Germany is they started out like what we're talking about. Then they were getting rid of like what you said. But he ended up killing thousands of soldiers who served with him in World War I because they were amputees and everything else like that.
Yeah.
And they determined they were not fit to support or keep alive.
Right. So even your allies can get killed.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's
so
we don't want that in this country. It's got to stop. And abortion right now is the gateway to this kind of thinking. Exactly right. Okay. All right, thank you, Martin. I appreciate it. You're in the contest. All right.
Thank you.
All right, we're gonna take a real quick break, and then hopefully hear from Laura Loomer. And she'll be up she's supposed to be up at 11. You know, I had a little trouble getting a hold of Deanna, so bear with us. They're in the middle of CPAC. I think Laura, well, she might be on time. I hope so. Anyways, I sent her out a warning. I send out warnings to these people now, and a lot of times they catch that. So, all right, we'll be right back. Call 573-364-4433. Get it off your chest.
Welcome to the greatest rock and roll show on earth. Tonight's feature is Melrose Asphalt and Quarry, featuring their greatest hits, guaranteed low prices, guaranteed work, and their #1 hit, locally owned and operated. So call and get your tickets to the greatest rock and roll show on earth. Melrose Asphalt and Quarry, 364-9101. That's 364-9101. Melrose Asphalt is a local business and not an actual rock band.
When it comes to making travel plans, Trips and More Travel Agency of Rolla has skilled agents to help you plan that perfect getaway. With over 27 years of combined experience, the agents are dedicated to providing you the highest quality of customer service, specializing in custom travel, family vacation, and destination weddings. Trips and More can make your vacation unique and fun. Stop in today at 116 West 8th Street in Rolla or call 341-3300. That's 341-3300.
For the best in steaks, wine, and great conversation, visit Matt's Steakhouse. Matt's Steakhouse has banquet facilities for all of your event needs, from small office parties to large wedding receptions and everything in between. Matt's Steakhouse, open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Saturday, located on the Dillon Outer Road in Rolla, just east of exit 189. Call Matt's Steakhouse at 364-1220 to book your next event. For the best in steaks, wine, and great conversation, visit Matt's Steakhouse.
If you're in the food business and your walk-in cooler quits, do you think you can call just any heating and refrigeration guy to fix it? Think again. Time is money, and you don't want to have to wait while an air conditioner repairman tries to figure out what's wrong. At Cox Brothers, food equipment repair is who we are. We have the specialized training and know-how to protect your expensive and fragile inventory while we repair your broken equipment. When you need food service repairs, go right to the experts. Cox Brothers Food Equipment Repair in St. James. We'll keep the hot side hot and the cold side cold.
When it comes to investing, here's something to think about. First, are you satisfied with results? Has your advisor taken the time to learn your investment objectives and devised a plan for achieving them? If you answered no to any of those questions, it's time to call St. Louis money manager Lindbergh Capital Management at 314-416-0055. You'll quickly see the difference. They take the time to get to know you, learn your goals, and what's appropriate for you. Call Lindbergh Capital Management today at 314-416-0055.
Follow me at DaveWeinbaum.net, at The Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, and streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
McDonald's presents the new Big Mac Bacon.
And the Democrats continue to say things, right, like this is unnecessary. I mean, I'm living proof that this is necessary. And I'm actually going to be meeting a nurse later today in Minnesota who was there in the neonatal intensive care unit when another nurse rushed me in. In her words, she said she just kept gasping for breath. And I couldn't just leave her there to die.
And tell us about your life since. You have your own children. You're a mom. Generations are affected.
They are. You know, I have two little girls, 10 and 4, and You know, I look upon their lives every single day and know that they never would have lived if that nurse that day wouldn't have been willing to rush me off to the NICU. Mm-hmm. You know, no child should have their hands left in the hands of their abortionist or a medical professional to somehow decide to provide them medical care. We need this bill not only to ensure we're provided medical care, but that there's penalty when there's failure to do so.
KKID Salem Rolla.
What a great spokeswoman. I mean, is that incredible? She's so good. I mean, she went to see the president a couple weeks ago. She went to see the president. She's been discovered. She's a star. She's a very attractive gal, and she was born into this life as a person that was supposed to be dead. She was burned all over her body. She was gasping for breath. The nurse didn't know what to do with her, and thank God, literally thank God, that they decided to do the right thing. All right, hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. I bet I know who this is. Is this the Illuminator?
Yeah.
All right, hey, listen, I'm going to play your song, and then we're going to introduce you properly, and then we'll get you on, all right? Hold on.
All right,
Here it is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, investigative conservative journalists, so effective anti-Semites have her banned from Twitter and PayPal. The Lois Lane to the Dave Weinbaum Show, Laura Loomer. Hi, Laura. How are you? Oh, well, look at that. You're getting applause. My goodness, the studio audience here is just loving it. All right, so how you doing, Laura?
I'm doing well. It's a bit loud here because I'm live here from CPAC and I'm walking around.
Oh,
but,
cool.
You know.
So tell me what's going on there. What's going on? Is it exciting? Is it dull?
Yeah, no, it's very exciting. I'm meeting a lot of my supporters. I'm talking to a lot of great people, and we're having a great time here.
Super.
And, you know, it's just it's a good time. So I'm really enjoying myself so far, talking to people. I got to talk to Don Jr. yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
I saw him. Yeah, we were walking around. I saw him, and we had a conversation about social media bias and censorship of conservatives, and I gave him one of my Stop the Bias hats. So it's great. You know, the Stop the Bias movement has now officially been endorsed by Donald Trump Jr.
Cool. That is really cool. And we know his father knows all about you because he has recognized you at a Trump rally up in Rochester, Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Yeah. And
definitely.
You know, nodded his head at you a couple times, mouthing the words, great job. So, so he knows you. So that's super. Yeah. That's exactly, in my opinion, what you should be doing is going up there and meet, because you have so many fans. It's incredible. I mean, people out there, and obviously I'm one of them. You know, I think you're absolutely brilliant. I don't think people understand how good you are. You're a performing artist, actually.
No, a lot of that's how Roseanne Barr actually describes me, and so you know, I really enjoy it. And
you say you met Roseanne Barr?
Yeah, no, we're friends. I'm friends with Roseanne.
Oh, okay, cool. All right. So So other than that, have you been paying attention to stuff? Do you have anything else from CPAC that you want to talk about?
Not from CPAC, no. We, my friend Jacob Wall and I, we had a press conference yesterday about Ilhan Omar.
Yeah.
And we showed the media evidence that she married her brother. And that was great. It drew a really big crowd, and it got a lot of attention.
Yeah, these two Muslim congresswomen are making a big splash, aren't they?
Yeah.
Did you see Rashid Tlaib? Who says she's running for president? Is that correct?
I guess so. I don't really want another Muslim president. We already had one with Barack Obama, so I hope that Rashida Tlaib doesn't run for run for president.
You got that one in real good. That was good. I like that.
Yeah, wasn't that against Sharia law to marry your brother?
Is Sharia? Stan wants to know: is Sharia? Isn't it against Sharia law to marry your brother?
I don't know. I just know these people. They love their multiple wives, but it's just so un-American, right? And the idea of Rashida Tlaib running for president, and the scary part about it is there are people who probably would vote for her. I mean, I definitely wouldn't.
Yeah.
There are people who would probably vote for her. So
we have found out that PayPal and the PayPal is in cahoots with the Southern Poverty Law Center, right? Mm-hmm. And they conspired with them to eliminate your account. And we also have Chase. Yeah. What's up with Chase Bank? They're kicking out conservatives?
Yeah, so JP Morgan Chase is actually working with the SPLC as well. Jamie Dimon is the CEO, donated over $1 million to the SPLC so that they could combat hate in extremist organizations. And as a result, the SPLC has pretty much, they label all conservatives, pretty much anyone they disagree with, as being a hate group. And so all these conservatives, like at least 5 of my friends, have been banned by Chase Bank, and many people I know have been banned by PayPal. I have. That was 90% of my income. And even Tucker Carlson talked about it the other night. So my story and my plight is starting to get mainstream attention. Yeah. Donald Trump Jr. followed me on Instagram the other day, cool. And I know he's aware of the bias and all the censorship that I'm facing right now. Kimberly Guilfoyle is. A lot of these people are aware of it, and I hope something's going to be done. And if you saw the video on my Instagram, yesterday, I illuminated Don Jr., and I asked him, I said, here's a hat. Do you think your dad's going to do something sometime soon about all the social media bias against conservatives? And, I think he said yes. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going, in his ear, it's going straight to his old man. That's for sure. And
I sure hope so.
And, Trump was knocked off of Twitter for a day or two, too, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I mean,
for
incredible.
Several hours last year, for 11 hours.
Hey, let me ask you this. You have a great loyalty to Judaism. Were you brought up as a religious Jew?
No, I wasn't. I did not really have a traditional Jewish upbringing at all. I grew up in a pretty dysfunctional home, and I went to boarding school. And but I just always felt a strong desire to, and an urgency really, to stand with the Jewish people and stand with Israel and combat anti-Semitism.
When did you discover this in yourself? How old were you about?
When I was in high school, probably when I was like 15 or 16. And, I never got to meet my grandfather, but my father had told me he was actually arrested by Nazis at one point when he was in medical school in Germany. And I was in a high school. I went to a boarding school, and there were a lot of kids from Muslim countries at my boarding school. And, from a young age, people called me a kike. Right. I got called a lot of names. And it just really bothered me. And I realized that this Jew hatred, this anti-Semitism, is probably one of the most evil things on this planet, right? The way it's manifested itself over time.
Were you as
that it's resulted in?
As a young Jewish person, were you curious as to why so many people hated you just because you were Jewish?
Well, I didn't really experience a lot of the hate until I went to college and started doing more of the work I'm doing. But yeah, I am interested in it, and that's why I've really dedicated myself to combating it and raising awareness about it as well. And so I do, plan on continuing to expose this. I think that I've done a lot of great work exposing Ilhan and Rashida and ruining the Women's March and getting people to condemn and disavow Linda Sarsour. So I'm doing a lot of work, and I think that my time is coming. And here at CPAC, a lot of people who may not publicly post about me are coming up and they're saying, good job, great work. I'm a big supporter. I can't always publicly post because of my job, but I think what you're doing is great. And so people see it, and sometimes I feel like people don't. But I'm getting a lot of recognition here at CPAC, and people are really thankful for my work, especially what I did with the Women's March.
One of your supporters, Michelle Malkin, has been threatened now by who? Twitter. For a post she made about the Muhammad cartoons, that she has broken Pakistani law.
Yeah.
Who gives a you know what about Pakistani law? Are we under Pakistani law?
No, but like I said, when I handcuffed myself to Twitter, these people are trying to implement Sharia law.
Yeah.
And they're trying to implement Sharia law. They're trying to implement Sharia law, and they want to Islamify social media companies.
Well, they're doing a pretty good job of it, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, no, they definitely are. So.
All right. Hey, Laura, I know you're busy. Other than the DaveWeinbaum.net, where can people find you and contribute to you?
Well, you can go to my website, lauraloomer.us, and go to freeloomer.com and sign the petition. And people can donate on my website, or you can go to loomer.rev.co and support me.
Laura, do you eat sushi?
Yes, I love sushi.
Well, then let me ask you. You probably know this. And how do you make a spider roll?
How?
Cut off its legs and blow. Ladies and gentlemen, Laura Loomer putting up with more idiocy from me. Thank you so much for calling from CPAC in D.C. All right, you have a great weekend. Have fun. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye.
All right, another great interview by the Luminator. It's like a Luminator. All right, I think we're going to take another break. This is our last break, isn't it? And then we got a few extras, right? All right, so call the show. We got plenty of space left to win that fabulous MAGA hat. Call 573-364-4433 to get it off your chest.
Moving, let's talk about Salem, Missouri, and what we have to offer. We are located in the center of Missouri, center of the USA, with a great school system, college, beautiful country club. Rivers within 1 hour drive include Jack's Fork, Piney, Gasconade, Merrimack, and 2 state parks. If you're looking to enjoy life with recreation or just enjoy life, call VIP Properties, Pat Tackett Broker, 103 East 4th Street, Salem, Missouri, 573-729-7622.
Reality check number 44. You can spend money everywhere. Why can't you bank everywhere? At Town & Country Bank, we have a solution for that. Town & Country may be a hometown bank, but our banking is state-of-the-art. We have dozens of ATMs across the area. Plus, you can bank anytime, anywhere, online or on your phone. You can even deposit checks from your phone. Pretty cool, huh? Town & Country Bank. Smart, friendly solutions. Member FDIC. When it comes to investing, here's something to think about. First, are you satisfied with results? Has your advisor taken the time to learn your investment objectives and devised a plan for achieving them? If you answered no to any of those questions, it's time to call St. Louis money manager Lindbergh Capital Management at 314-416-0055. You'll quickly see the difference. They take the time to get to know you, learn your goals, and what's appropriate for you. Call Lindbergh Capital Management today at 314-416-0055.
Fixing your computer should be as easy as learning your ABCs, right? Wrong. The easiest way to fix a computer is to take a hammer to it, but that doesn't fix anything. So go back to the ABC basics, or really just the A, like an A1 Tech of Rolla LLC. A1 Tech takes the stress out of repairs for you with quick turnaround on all electronic repairs. With mobile pickup and on-site services, including evening and weekends, A1 Tech will be sure to have you up and running as quickly as possible. Give them a call at 458-9175 or visit A1TechofRolla.com.
At Premier Title Group, we realize that one of the most important decisions in your life is when you purchase or sell your property. We strive to treat each customer like they are part of our family. At Premier Title Group, we offer quick yet very accurate title searches and will close your real estate transaction in a timely manner. With unmatched customer service, you'll find that we truly live up to our motto, providing you with a premier experience during your real estate transaction, serving Phelps and its surrounding counties. Remember, when it comes to title insurance, you have a choice. Choose Premier Title Group. May God bless our troops and our emergency responders.
It's been 35 years since Muffler Mart has opened their doors, and now you can come visit them at their new location on Highway 63 South, just across from Phelps County Fairgrounds in Rolla. Marty, Keith, and Carl combined have over 120 years of auto experience. Woo! Their name says Muffler Mart, but they do it all. So the next time you need work on your vehicle, head to the new location of Muffler Mart on Highway 63 South, just across from Phelps County Fairgrounds in Rolla. For appointments, call 364-5434. That's 364-5434. Price Shopper in Rolla for the best best quality products and the freshest produce in the area with a full-service deli, bakery, and butcher cafe. You can feed the whole family with ease. Cold cuts to sushi, barbecue, and a huge salad bar. Kick back and relax and enjoy your lunch in our dining room located in Forum Plaza on Forum Drive in Rolla. Don't forget to sign up for a rewards program and save money on groceries today. For orders and catering, give them a call today at 573-364-1771. Open 7 days a week, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. Price Chopper in Rolla.
Follow me at daveweinbaum.net, at The Dave Weinbaum on Twitter, and streaming live on the Dave Weinbaum Show Facebook page.
And the second is, there's a really inequality of the law. I mean, we talk about the elites, but think of the array of people who have not told the truth. Andrew McCabe was fired for lying to federal investigators. We don't know what's going to happen to him. So far, he hasn't faced criminal charges, but the Inspector General said he was lying. James Comey's statements about the FISA court and the role of the dossier are not true. James Clapper lied under oath to Congress. John Brennan lied under oath to Congress. Susan Rice lied when she said she did not request surveilled transcripts and have them unmasked. We know that Huma Abedin and Cheryl Mills lied when they said they did not have knowledge of the email server of their boss, Hillary Clinton.
And that's why we want to see the Mueller report, because does he have any of that in there? You know it's a fraud if he doesn't have anything like that. Where are those indictments? Where are those leaks? You know? I mean, this is a total outrage, and we better get rid of that two-tier justice system, because they tried a coup on the president, and that's what this is. Victor Davis Hanson, who's been live on this show, and he's a pretty smart guy, and we're going to hear more from him. We got a couple extras. So let's talk a little bit about what happened in Vietnam. First of all, Trump went to Vietnam, and before he even met with Kim, he made a $14 billion deal with the Vietnamese government, which a lot of it's going to be involved with Boeing buying a bunch of selling a bunch of airplanes to a communist country. Doing business with a communist country. Oh my goodness!
South Vietnam or North Vietnam?
Both. They're all there is no South and North anymore. They're all the same.
Oh, okay.
They're all the same, and it is a communist country.
So we didn't win that war
with some. Well, apparently not. We left. Remember?
I know.
Yeah, you were in it, weren't you?
No, but it was a little before my time.
All right. So apparently he's making a deal with these people. And I think he did it before the Kim deal so that Kim could see that, yes, he will make a deal with a communist country.
Right.
And that deal's not over yet, but Trump did to Kim what thousands and thousands and thousands of Democrats have done to the Democratic Party. Hashtag walked away.
Yes, he did.
He walked away from a bad deal. And you Democrats out there, you need to wake up and walk away from a bad deal. It is a horrible deal.
Maybe Kim Jong-un listened of what he did when he signed that thing, when they said we would talk about the wall later. Just sign this, get the government going again, and then we'll talk about giving you money for the wall. He may have thought, well, maybe I can get by and get all the sanctions lifted.
He tried to pull Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah, exactly.
He doesn't intend to do this, and this has precedent. This has precedent when Ronald Reagan was talking to Gorbachev. He got up and walked out.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, and then they made a deal. They caved. Right. So there is precedent for this kind of behavior.
And Pelosi and Schumer both
they thought it was a good idea.
It was a good idea.
I think it's a good idea. We're all in agreement of that. Okay.
Yeah.
We're all in agreement of that. Now let's see what happens. You know. So again, I want to bring up this thing about Michelle Malkin, who's a big backer of Laura Loomer, and Twitter has her threatened her that she better lawyer up because she has broken Pakistani law with tweets in 2015. Now, what the hell is that about? Why would Twitter be telling her that? I mean,
because it's owned by someone that kicked Laura Loomer off.
Yeah, exactly. And she's a big backer of Laura Loomer. When she goes on Fox, she mentions Laura Loomer.
Yes, she does.
No one else does. So we got to get to somebody at Fox. I already talked to this, what's his name?
Combe or whatever.
No, what's his name? He's a rising star.
TV boy?
Yeah, TV boy. Concha,
yeah.
Yeah. Maybe he's going to be okay. I don't know. He just treated me like I was a nothing, and maybe I am, maybe I'm not. But you know what? I'm not stupid. And you don't talk to me like, hey, pal, this is how it works. I'll tell you how it works. B person. You give people credit where credit is due. If they do a story, you give them credit. It says so in your own ethics. You dope.
Well, I don't know. All people don't think you're great.
No, I know.
Hi there. Welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Sebastian Gorka. Who is this again?
Sebastian Gorka? Are you kidding me?
Yes. Who is this again? I missed your name.
This is Dave Weinbaum. You just called the Dave Weinbaum Show.
Well, a lady named Laura gave me your number and said I should call you sometime.
Okay. Well, we do have a history. You know that, right?
I don't recall, no.
You don't recall? All right. Well, we used to communicate somewhat on Twitter, and I asked you to come on the show. And when I asked you a couple days later, you had a hissy fit. Do you remember that?
You're that Dave Weinbaum. I remember you now.
Well, how many Dave Weinbaums do you know?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm an important person. It's hard for me to take time to be on every radio show just because it's conservative.
Well, yes, I understand that, but you've been on my show. I like your material, and you treated me like I was nothing.
Well, it's because you were unseemly to me in that gathering that day.
Well, I was just asking you to be on my show, and you took it the wrong way, apparently. And while you're on the show now, do you want to be on the show?
No, I don't want to be on your show. I don't have time for this dribble.
Oh, well, you know what you can do? You can kiss my tuchus.
Well, goodbye, Mr. Weinbaum.
Goodbye to you.
And that's not the first time I told the guy to kiss my tuchus, because when he dropped me from Twitter, I found his damn account, not his account, but his website, and I told him the same thing. Kiss my tuchus. So I don't know. I haven't heard from him.
You need a translate button.
I've had him on the show. I mean, I put him on. He says good stuff. I know I've had him on for CPAC speeches before.
Right,
I'll probably go look for that. And if it's decent, I'll put it on. I don't care if you don't like me. Concha, I don't care if you don't like me. If you do something good, I'll put you on the show.
Absolutely.
And your problem is not my problem. I'm not here to say, well, this is how it works, like I'm a twit. You can kiss my tuchus right there, all right? I'm not taking that.
Maybe if you were more seemly.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm unseemly. There you go. All right, call the show 573-364-4433 because I'm getting a little hot. You know?
Oh, you're hot.
Oh, I know, baby. I know. Try to hold.
We ought to listen to this.
Hey, baby, try to hold yourself back.
The new Amazon Echo has everyone asking Alexa for help.
Alyssa, what time is it? What the hell is wrong with this blasted thing? Amanda!
But the latest technology isn't always easy to use for people of a certain age.
These kids done bought me a busted machine again. Odessa!
That's why Amazon partnered with AARP to present the new Amazon Echo Silver, the only smart speaker device designed specifically to be used by the greatest generation. It's super loud and responds to any name even remotely close to Alexa, so they can find out the weather.
Allegra, what is the weather outside?
It is 74 degrees and sunny.
Huh?
It is 74 degrees and sunny.
Where?
Outside.
What about it?
The temperature outside is 74 degrees and sunny.
I don't know about that.
The latest in sports.
Clarissa, how many did old Satchel strike out last night?
Satchel Paige died in 1982.
How many he get?
Satchel Paige is dead.
He what now?
Died.
Who did?
Satchel Paige.
I don't know about that.
Okay, why are you staring me? Like what are you doing? You're sitting there staring at me. I'm getting very self-conscious.
I'm keeping an eye on you. Somebody has to.
Why? I'm attached to the radio here. I'm actually attached here. I have earphones attached to that.
Just making sure that you're behaving.
Where am I going to go? The door. You're blocking the door. Oh my God! It's like you're watching. I mean, I get up off the couch. Where are you going? Where are you going?
Do you know why?
Can I go to the bathroom?
It's so
all right. I'll let you this time.
It's so unusual to see you move.
Oh, okay. You weren't complaining last weekend, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, you busting a move, were you?
Oh, did I
All
bust a
right.
move? Yeah. Oh, baby. All right.
Stop that. Stop that now.
Anyhow, we're back on the show, and you're just sitting there staring at me. That's very discombobulating. I mean,
you didn't like it when I talked. You didn't like it when I moved, and now you don't like it if I look at you.
What you do? You do it right before while I'm doing my monologue. You're reaching for stuff right in front of me. It's very disconcerting.
You got to keep up with the pressure.
You don't. I don't need any more pressure.
Come
Stan,
on,
do
my
I need
face
more pressure?
hurts and laughing already.
Oh my God. Anyways, we're back on the show, and Stan, what do you got for me? You got anything for me?
Marty just touched my car when he was leaving.
Touch your car?
Yeah, my Camaro out there.
My brother Marty stopped in, trying to weasel in the show here. I had to physically take him out, throw him out of the studio.
He's probably listening right now.
That's good.
Victor Davis.
Now
he's honking his horn.
honking. Listen to that. Kiss my tuchus. I'll take you out like I did when you were a kid.
He's a lot taller than you now, dude.
He was then.
So are the other guys.
Everybody's a lot taller than me. What's the difference?
250-pound guys in football. Right?
All right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right. So we're back on the show. We're both wearing Evanston Township High School hats today.
Oh, you were?
I don't know how that happened, but we did. Anyways, what do you got for me?
Victor Davis Hanson.
Okay, go. Hit it.
From a historical point of view, we've had a lot of wrongdoing by elites, and there's been no consequences. So the American people are not paranoid. They're saying, well, the Mueller investigation's going here, but they're going after misdemeanors or nothing, and here these felonies go completely unaddressed. And finally, this Mueller investigation's not in isolation. We remember, from the day Trump was elected, we were told that the voting machines were fraudulent. We're going to sue. And then there was in a group, remember about the Electoral College? We had to overturn, get to the electors. And then we went to the 25th Amendment that Trump was unbalanced, and then that didn't work. Then we went to the emoluments clause. He'd profited even though his businesses had lost $1 billion. And then we gone to the Mueller, and so there's a slow motion, if you will. I don't want to be too psychodramatic like MSNBC guests, but there is sort of a slow motion coup to overturn the elections when we should just take a deep breath and say we have a chance to adjudicate this in the next 2020 election, and we do not want to destroy over 2 centuries of American constitutional jurisprudence.
So why aren't the jerks that did this coup, most of them who are in upper-level jobs or were in upper-level jobs with the FBI and DOJ, why hasn't there been a grand jury called by Mueller for them, like he's done for Manafort and other people like Papadopoulos and Stone and Corsi? Why isn't he? Where's the grand jury for those jerks? And possibly he could call one for himself and have the prosecutors ask him why he did nothing about the Uranium One deal when he was the head of the FBI. What was his take in that bribery scheme? That's what I want to know. I think it's a cover-up for that, quite frankly. They're all scared of Donald Trump. Why? Because he ain't one of them. He's not in on the deal.
Or the Iran deal.
You got it. All right.
$150 billion in cash.
You got it. And that's what.
And we can't get $8 billion to build a damn wall?
No.
What's up with that crap?
No, there was only $5. He would have settled for the $5.7 billion.
Yeah, he would have.
But now they're challenging his emergency deal, and we got Elad Hakim coming up. He's going to explain that. He's a lawyer, and I think we're going to do a little bit Sicilian moment right now. I used to live in a gated community, but they let me out for good behavior. Forget about it.
You know, when I was in jail, they wouldn't let me use my cell phone. And that really ticked me off, you know. And I didn't rat on nobody to get out early, but they did let me out of that gated community. Everybody thought I ratted on people. I didn't do that, you know.
Who were you visiting?
Yeah, when I made my bones. I was a hitman, and I had a mat in the trunk. I was very polite. It said,
welcome.
It said, welcome. It was a welcome mat. You know, I was very kind. So anyways, we're back on the show, and right now I think what are you banging on? Why are you banging on the table now?
I'm not.
Yes, I felt it. I felt it over here. Yeah. No, don't. We're not ready to pull the winner yet.
Dang, okay.
But we're going to hear from Elad Hakim, because we're out of breaks, right?
Yes, we are.
Cool. This is a well-managed show, Stan. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And now I think we're going to hear from Elad Hakim, all the way from Boca, in the same place where his wife is.
That's right.
So isn't that cool? They passed the phone.
It's his time.
All right, there we go. All right. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, powerful Southern Florida lawyer, conservative writer, published in American Thinker, Daily Caller, and The Federalist, and the lawyer to the Dave Weinbaum Show, Elad Hakim. Holy cow, they like you, Elad. And you're a lawyer. Think about that.
I try not to think about that these days.
Man alive, you probably shouldn't, so... They're still talking about you. And they like to hear.
Good.
When I say he was a lawyer, you guys understand that? Well, first of all, just to get this off the table here, are you taping this call?
I am. I am not. I'm not going to tell you if I'm taping it.
Whoa! Wait a minute. No, you're supposed to tell me. It's not ethical, I don't think, for lawyers to tape calls. Is it?
You're not my client.
Oh, all right. So you just want to make a record of it? Is that what you're saying? I don't believe that for a minute.
Absolutely.
You're trying to catch me in a crime. I know you are.
I don't owe you any sort of confidentiality.
Well, speaking of people that tape calls, that would be one Michael Cohen, who testified yesterday that he met with Schiff and Cummings about the hearings and what he was going to say. What's up with that?
I'll tell you what, Dave. As a lawyer and as a writer and a commentator, but primarily as a lawyer, I am so saddened for the legal profession to see what has apparently happened here. To have a person... I mean, think about it. To have a person meet with the same people and coached by the same people who are subsequently going to question you is astounding. We always do that in deposition, where one of the main objections that we raise during depositions are speaking objections, saying, stop coaching your witness. Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what appears to have happened here. To meet with Schiff and Cummings before testifying, and to go on the record under oath and say that they didn't only talk about what time the hearing was going to start, they talked about some of the substantive issues of what was going to be discussed. That is unbelievable, and it is sad.
I wonder if they coached him on what to say.
Well, we'll never know for sure, but it definitely is an eye-opener.
I think they could ask the question. Can't
yeah,
they?
But
well, you coached him what to say. He's going to say yes or no, isn't he?
Yeah, well, but listen, if you noticed what he did yesterday, he kind of, well, what'd you say? I couldn't hear you. And they were enforcing the time limits so strictly that, he wasn't, he was sure he was kind of tiptoeing around some of the answers. So they can ask it, and I think somebody did ask it. And he said that they discussed what was going to be discussed, or what was going to be asked.
Well, let's jump subjects. Sad. Let's jump subjects to the Mueller situation, where he is supposedly going to submit his report very soon. Now, if Barr doesn't release it all, the Democrats, starting with Schiff, are going to subpoena it. But most Republicans want it released, all of it. So what's the problem?
This is a really difficult call as to whether or not to release it. At the end of the day, the choice to release it belongs to the new Attorney General, Barr. I know that Congress has quite a few rights legally as to whether or not they're able to subpoena the actual report. So it's going to be up to Barr, if he deems that the report is kind of necessary and it deals with a public issue or a great public importance, then he could potentially choose to release it. If it comes out and Mueller doesn't recommend any sort of criminal charges or indictment, whether or not Barr releases it is going to be interesting. I mean, frankly, he can just read it. He can make an announcement if he wants saying, okay, the case is closed, and that's it. He doesn't have to release it. The question of whether or not it's smart from a political standpoint to release it is another question. Because
can Schiff subpoena it?
I don't know the answer to that entirely. I know they're going to try, and I know that it's going to likely end up in court.
Yeah.
Like everything else is ending up these days. Everything is ending up in court. They're going to claim that they're entitled to it, and that the public is entitled to transparency and to know. So I think it's going to be up to the court to decide. They're not only looking to subpoena the records, they're obviously looking to subpoena people to come and to testify. So it's going to be interesting because they can subpoena people, but then you run into the question of, is that just a way of circumventing the report? I mean, can you subpoena somebody to testify as to what was in the report? So it's going to be an interesting issue.
Here's another thing that's going to get subpoenaed, and it's going to have to go through the courts because Congress is trying to kill Trump's emergency situation, and when he gets it, he's going to veto it anyways. But then you got the court situation. It's going to go to court. What are his legal chances?
I think his legal chances are good. It was pretty predictable what they were going to do. They filed, I think, in the Ninth Circuit, and I think they're still awaiting some sort of hearing or ruling on that. It's going to eventually end up with the Supreme Court, which is what they anticipated. I think that his chances are good based on pieces of law that we previously discussed. What I think is sad is that there are too many Republicans that have kind of cowered out and wimped out and went against the emergency declaration. So again, it's one of those things that's going to end up in court. I think his chances are good. They were trying to use his statement when he actually announced the emergency that I didn't have to do this and I couldn't. I wanted to get the money faster against him.
Do you think he played it well politically?
I think he played it. I don't know if he really had a choice. I mean, I
think
tried.
he did. By the way, I think he gave them every opportunity to do something. And it it was ridiculous. And it was meant to be ridiculous so they could use it later to clout him politically. So
yeah, no, listen, this was all one big ruse, okay? Yeah. They were not going to give him the money.
Right.
They made, these false promises. But from a political standpoint, I think he showed that he was willing to try to work with them.
I think so too.
And as you know, in this culture, you're not going to sway public opinion. The people don't like him. They're not going to like his decisions. I think that, again, the saddest part is these rhino Republicans that have come out and opposed the emergency declaration, and I just think it's very, very sad.
By the way, I probably shouldn't say this, but they have a picture of Michael Cohen up next to Gomer Pyle, and boy, do they look alike. Amazing. Anyways,
I do want to add. One more thing before you go. The one thing that came to my mind yesterday when Cohen was talking about whether he'd been to Prague. Czech or Prague. So, I think you got to be careful the way, Republicans can't pick and choose. They can't, on the one hand, go ahead and say that Cohen is a liar and you can't believe everything he says, and then turn around and selectively say, okay, well, he's telling the truth on this. If you're going to look at him as a liar, then you look at him as a liar throughout. So just because he says he's never been somewhere, while we hope that that's true, because that would kill a lot of the narrative on the dossier and all that, you got to be a little careful because you look like you're picking and choosing where you tend to believe them.
That's an excellent legal point, Counselor.
Yeah, just a little caveat because listen, we all listen and believe what we want and what aligns with our beliefs, but we can't quite do that. We can't say he's telling the truth here and lying the rest of the way.
By the way, your wife says you're a very aggressive driver, and she claims that she's a very careful driver, and yet she always gets to the house before you do. How does that work?
True. Whatever she says, she's the woman. God. She's always right. That's it.
Okay, what a wuss.
That is it.
That's terrible. Hey, other than...
I am not going to bury myself answering that question.
I tried to catch you, but I can't. All right, other than DaveWeinbaum.net, where can people find you?
They can find me on Facebook at Thoughtfully Conservative and on Twitter at Thoughtful GOP. And then legally, from legal questions and issues, EladHakimPA.com.
Hey, Elad, how do porcupines have sex?
I do not know.
Very carefully. Ladies and gentlemen, Elad Hakim all the way from Florida. Thank you, Elad. I appreciate you calling and being on the Dave Weinbaum Show.
Have a wonderful day and a Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, my friend. Thank you.
Take care. Bye.
Bye. Yeah, everybody wants to know what Shabbat Shalom means. Stan just asked me.
I didn't know.
It means have a good Sabbath.
Okay. And Sabbath is Saturday,
it's
right?
Like Hebrew. Yeah, it's Friday night at sundown.
Okay.
And then it's over at Saturday night at sundown.
Oh, okay.
So it's one day.
So
it's the same thing that Jesus celebrated.
Work
every
6 days
week
and rest
of his life.
on the seventh day.
No, yeah. Elad had some really good advice this week.
What was that? Always listen to his wife?
Yes, and always the woman's always right.
That's what he says on
that was really good advice.
That's what he says on the radio.
Well, we wonder how a conservative can get along with a liberal. Well, there you go.
I mean, why are they racing each other to get home? I don't understand.
Only one is racing from the story.
Well, I don't understand because she takes a different route than he does. She must have Waze, which is the Israeli GPS system, and he must have something else.
Oh, she probably has Waze. All right. Yeah.
She's got her ways. Yeah, that's for sure. I mean, they're both there. See, this guy, look, he decided that when he first came on my show that he was going to be a stiff, lawyerly type. Mm-hmm. But he's got a good sense of humor. I know he does. And I think you just saw it, that he does have a good sense of humor. I want him to use his wit. Yeah. This is show business. This is where we're supposed to be entertaining as well as informative.
Absolutely, and not always politically correct.
And that you don't always get right.
Open immigration, but that sign we have in the front of the Statue of Liberty, give us your tired, your poor, your huddled masses. Can't we just say, hey, the door's open, we'll take whoever you got? Do we have to specify the wretched refuse? I mean, why don't we just say, give us the unhappy, the sad, the slow, the ugly, people that can't drive, if they have trouble merging, if they can't stay in their lane, if they don't signal, can't parallel park, if they're sneezing, if they're stuffed up, if they're clogs, if they have bad penmanship, don't return calls, if they have dandruff, food between their teeth, if they have bad credit, if they have no credit, Mr. Spot Shaving. In other words, any dysfunctional, defective slob that you can somehow cattle prod onto a wagon, send them over. We want it.
And Stan's telling me we don't have any news about illegal aliens anyways. Well, look what I just wrote here. Bernie Sanders just hired an illegal alien as his press secretary.
Oh, really?
Yeah, isn't that something?
Huh.
All right. We're back on the show. We got about 5 or 6 minutes. Am I out of extras, too?
No, you have another Victor
I have another
Davis.
extra? All right. Well, we're going to do that in a second, but call the show. We'll still get you in the contest to win a fabulous MAGA hat. 573-364-4433. You have to have some information
All right, so let me get through a few pointers, and then we can run to the last extra, all right?
Okay.
It's not only Cortez who is yelling at the brethren in the Democratic Party. I've never seen Dems this located. My goodness. But she is screaming at the Dems to stop voting with the Republicans. They're actually voting with the Republicans, and here's something. The Dems get to call all these political meetings. It's hearings and stuff like that. Well, they had a hearing scheduled for climate change. All right? That's a big deal for the Dems, isn't it? That's their whole platform. The real green deal, the new Green Deal is based on climate change. Mm-hmm. And so there's a majority of Republicans show up, only 2 Democrats show up, Republicans vote to cancel the meeting.
Right.
And they did. Okay, and that's not the first one. So they're not even showing up for their own darn meetings. MS-13, this gang out of South America, who many of which have come here illegally, they are now seeking the home addresses of New York and Long Island police so they can go kill them at home. No, I mean, you look it up. Look it up if you don't believe me. And here's something that old people might take a look at. I'm thinking of it myself. Instead of nursing homes, they found that it's cheaper to get a room at the Holiday Inn and or any other hotel, and they serve free breakfast every morning, and they got pools, and they got maids and stuff like that. It's like half the price.
Oh, of course, yeah.
So if you're thinking about putting me in a home, check with the local hotels, for goodness sakes, all right?
Put them in a Holiday Inn.
I'm serious.
I'll do comparison shopping.
I know that's what you're thinking about.
I'll do lots of comparison shopping.
I know that's where this is going.
You start drooling on yourself. What do you expect?
I just did. I just drooled on myself, too, you schmuck. Did you see that, or you just guessed?
No, I was guessing.
Oh, my God. I can't believe you revealed that to the public here. All right.
You remember we were talking about that people had listening to this show.
Yeah.
I mean, they listened to it. You think we ought to try playing that Last Man Standing? Because he did it. I think he did a Sicilian moment. Okay,
well, Stan is insisting on doing this. He taped this. I thought it was inferior to our Sicilian moment.
Well, it is.
But this is somebody's listening to this show.
Right.
They're taking my guests. They're taking my stuff, my bits, and they're using it on their shows.
That's right.
That's pretty cool because that's what I do.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's what we do. Of course, we give them credit, though.
Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah. They don't give me any credit.
Nobody gives me anything on Last Man Standing.
It's crickets is what it is.
Yeah.
It's crickets. So anyway, go ahead and play.
Hope you're right, Mr. B.
Of course he's right. He always gives such great advice.
What am I going to learn? You give him good advice, he come back.
So,
I
mean, I'm glad you played that finally. I mean, it wasn't the quality of mine. Do we have another Sicilian moment you could put on?
Well, yeah, I can get
to compare it, because I think it compares favorably. But where did they get that from? I've been doing this for about 8 months now in terms of the Sicilian moments.
Yeah, I think so.
So, what's up with that? We're going to hear about it now.
That's right.
I get into a Sicilian kind of mood, when...
My dentist told me to close my mouth together. So just to screw with him, I closed it apart.
Yeah, he didn't know how to handle that. He didn't. He hadn't forgotten about it, That caused me a lot of pain. Let me tell you, he didn't forget about it. He drilled that thing where he shouldn't have.
Well, you and her were talking earlier about treating a wife a certain way and all that stuff. And remember, don't forget this one here.
Oh, okay.
I tell you, it's tough to stay married to my wife. How do you think I feel? She kissed the dog on the lips and she won't drink from my glass. I mean, as always, my wife's father, he just moved in too, has electronic pacemaker. Every time he sneezes, the garage door opens. I'll tell you, life isn't easy. My psychiatrist told me I'm going crazy. I said, if you don't mind, I'd like a second opinion. He said, all right, you're ugly too. Are you kidding? I know I'm ugly. Halloween, I open the front door, kids give me candy. My dog find out we look alike. He killed himself. I was an ugly kid, too. I worked in a pet store. People kept asking how big I get.
I love Rodney.
Yeah, he was something else.
He was.
What a story. You know, this kid was an abused child.
Yeah.
And he didn't really start to be a stand-up comic until, like, middle age.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because he became one of the funniest men ever to live.
Oh, he was.
Or comics, I should say.
King of the one-liners.
Yeah.
He was on Johnny all the time.
Another Jewish guy.
Yeah.
I think his name was Cohen.
Yeah.
At one time, I don't know what his first name was, but all these Jews changed their names. What was his name? Jack Burns. No, Jack Benny.
Oh, yeah, right.
Jack Benny and...
how about Rich Little?
Rich Little? I don't think he's Jewish.
Oh, okay. All right.
I don't think
he was one of the best impersonators I've ever heard.
Yeah. All right, well, let me get to a few more things. This is a little political show here, and I want to get to as much information as I can. You can call the show, 573-364-4433. Get it off your chest. Make yourself eligible for that fabulous MAGA hat. We had Bill
from
Salem win it last week, and I sent it out to him. Hopefully he's got it. But there is a... billionaires have lost $1 trillion in since 2018 market. The market kind of went down this year, but it's back up again. So we're I guess us fellow billionaires are out there. We're kind of celebrating. No, I'm not a billionaire. Don't worry about it. IRS, forget about it. It's not happening. It didn't happen. All right. So that nursing home thing, instead go to a Holiday Inn. That sounds a lot better to me than the gig in the nursing home.
So noted.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll keep track of that.
Thank you. By the way, Oprah lost more than pounds in her Weight Watchers stock. She got killed in it. She got $40 million loss in it in just one day. North Carolina schools. If you have a 40% on a test, guess what? You pass.
Wow.
My God.
Not 60, not 70%. 40%. You're going to be medical school material right there. Oh my God. Can you imagine that? Who's going to be operating on us when we get old? Spring training. Phillies get Bryce Harper for $33 million a year for 13 years. Holy cow. Or it's $330 million, I believe, for 13 years. Comes out to what? I don't know. About $30 million a year. 13 years. How do you predict a guy's going to last that long? Ilhan Omar and Rashid Tlaib. These people are ISIS sympathizers. Well, ISIS now is getting beaten, and they're getting driven out of Syria, and they took 50 of their sex workers, and they beheaded them on their way out. I mean, and we have U.S. congressmen supporting these guys. Hi there, welcome to the Dave Weinbaum Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, it's Randy from St. James.
Hi, Randy. What's going on, my friend?
Morning. Hey, I just wanted to something that I noticed. I was watching the hearings with Cohen, and his very opening statement and his very last statement were Democrat political talking points.
Yeah,
every one of them.
Who's his lawyer?
Well, Lanny Davis.
Yeah,
I mean, it's Clinton's thumb all over.
That's right. This is straight from Hillary's playbook.
Exactly.
And
that's all that was a public show to try to embarrass the president. And here we go.
Yep, you got it.
2 more years of it.
Well, we'll see. It's not working for them though. I think they've overcooked it. And I think it's hurting them now, and then maybe you're starting to realize that, but they've been tone deaf up until now. So don't tell them I said that, because they keep doing it, and I think Trump gets elected easily.
Do you think they listen to this show? Oh my gosh!
Well, no, probably not. But they ought to, shouldn't they? If I saw a show, you just had Van Johnson, who was a communist, a CNN commentator, who called Trump's victory the day it was announced as a victory was a white what was it? A whitewash or something? Whitewash election.
I think it was a whitewash.
Yeah, and he just testified at not under oath or anything, but at CPAC, Conservative Political Action Committee, yesterday said very, very kind things about conservatives, and guess who? Donald J. Trump. So somehow he's gotten the message that some of the policies that are going down and the economy that's never been better for blacks or Latinos is working.
Well, yeah. I mean, they're sitting there going, hey, he may, maybe he is a racist, but he sure is benefiting.
Well, I don't know.
People he's supposed to be racist against.
He's got a lot of blacks that are wearing MAGA hats. I mean, he's got this Candace Owens and Charlie Kirk out there promoting the hell out of this. He's had meetings in the White House with all these black kids, young black people, wearing MAGA hats, and they're all cheering him on.
Look, criminal justice reform. That benefits the minority groups more than anything.
All right, I'm getting a warning from Stan, the director, that I only got 5 minutes. And so, thank you. Yes,
thanks, Randy.
Yeah, I know he's a pain. Well, did you just call Stan a pain in the ass?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
More or less.
That's what I thought.
Well, thanks, Randy. I love you too, bud.
I know you know each other, so that's why I figured that that wasn't going to end up in a physical altercation here.
Not Randy.
All right, listen, I have to pick. Honey, would you hand me the hat?
Oh, okay.
All right.
Thanks, Randy.
Wait, you don't trust me to mix them up?
Am I allowed to move?
Yes, you can move now. You've been all over me. And then when you're not all over me, you're staring me down like I'm some criminal. Just terrible. Terrible. Everybody was testing me today. My brother comes in. He's testing me. Stan's testing me. He's got his little wrist working. Like, what's wrong with you? I got to do things here. So, all right. I'm all right. Can I get a drum roll, please? All right, hold on. Keep it going. Keep it going. All right, I got to make sure I didn't pull out two, because then it will cost me 2 hands. All right. Oh, God, I can't believe I picked that. Oh, this is just terrible. Well, I know why I picked it, because it was stuck on the other one. Oh, my God. Okay, the winner of that, well, I kind of like this. The winner of the great MAGA hat is Randy from St. James. See, it does pay to call this show, even if it's too late.
That was pretty
It's never too late. My God, the ink is still... I got ink all over me. What's wrong with this? All right.
She just
Are you
wrote
happy
it down,
here?
yeah.
Yes, they were mixed up. Okay.
All right, we got a couple minutes more. I'm getting most of my stuff in. I still got about 10 things to talk about. There is a 2-year-old artist, a little girl, and they're selling her pictures. It's mostly just stuff you see on a. I mean, it's like gibberish, but it kind of looks cute. And so she's got a lot of her paintings for sale in a gallery in New York, and one of them is selling for $23,000. So if you got a 2-year-old out there, throw them in front of a pallet on the floor, and give them some, I don't know, something to draw with, and you never know. Canada is imploding. Socialism again. And Trudeau is very, very scared, and he's also keeping data on all the Canadians, sort of like this country, An interviewer asked people on college campuses, should you put Trump supporters in concentration camps so they can be re-educated? Achtung! And most of them said, oh yeah. That's what you do with irredeemable people, is you put them in camps, and if you can't reteach them,
well, they've got them all over the country, our country.
Well, that's what I've heard. I can't. I heard
I've seen pictures of them.
Yeah. I don't know if that's true or not.
Randy.
What the hell are you doing here? All right, you stay here. I'll get your hat. It'll save me the postage. What are you calling from here?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. He's here in the studio, for goodness
talk
sakes.
about rigging. Now we know it's
See,
rigging.
now look at this. What did you...
We know what's
He
going on.
must have came in and drew his own name. Anyways, talk of Civil War, and there was something on Drudge. I don't know whether I asked about this before or after, but I think it was before. I asked a question, are we on the cusp of Civil War? If it keeps going like this, yes. There's no way you're gonna get this president impeached and not do the proper investigation of Hillary Rodham Clinton and the Democrats and our DOJ and FBI. There's no way. I think there will be, and maybe there should be. I don't know. What's that?
30 seconds. You said
no.
put
This
fingers
is
up.
this is 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
Okay, that's the way the Germans do it. That's how they got caught in that movie, Inglourious Bastards.
Ich bin Deutsch.
Okay, quit flipping me off, will you? All right, so Saudi Arabia cancels Osama bin Laden's son's citizenship. All right, we got 10 seconds to go. Thank you so much. Boy, I almost got it all in. Thank you so much for listening to the Dave Weinbaum Show. I really appreciate it. I'll be back in another week with another show.
#1 priority.
Of the Dave Weinbaum Show. Thank you.